Those are some big assets.
I mean, look at me. I'm 28 years old and I've already worked.
So to be able to sell those licenses with the store, you would be able to retire easy.
Success does not care about the way that you feel.
They just have to make it
to
fun.
come in here with
Bang, bang.
face, but I need them to have
Bang, bang.
That's too much.
I could give a fuck about branding.
You're gonna be out the door. Is that a threat?
Hey Google, stop the computer TV.
Yeah.
Okay, stopping computer TV.
Whoever gave love to my shit and shared it, dude, that made my night for sure.
That dude said
I was
you were
feeling
out of
sleepy,
pocket.
yeah. And then there was another one too. Somebody else commented on the shit he shared too. So he shared it, and then 2 people commented on it.
That's some funny shit.
I was all feeling kind of sleepy, like I wasn't gonna come over here. And then I decided to get on Volio and check shit, and I was like, I want to see fucking if I could see what they shared, because I saw that I got a share.
What the fuck is Volio?
It's just a trader's Twitter. That's all it is.
So it's a social media. Can you stream onto that?
No.
Are
Tried.
you sure?
Yeah.
Did you look at like Restream and see the options and shit? There's another one like Restream called StreamYard. I don't know which one's better. I think Restream's better.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we tried that shit the first time that, or I mean a while ago anyway, maybe not the first time we looked into it. Want these?
Oh, I'm good right now. I just gotta see what this is. This might never go play this.
Oh yeah.
What are you streaming on?
Twitch and YouTube.
Okay.
Some Cage or what?
Say what?
Cage?
Nah, Absol.
Oh. He's got a little bit of Cage sounding voice.
Yeah, I remember that track now. Let's go put something on YouTube.
Did it take both the streams down? Do you remember?
I don't know.
For copyright or whatever, did it take both of us down? Or Twitch and YouTube? Oh yeah, that dick hit last night.
Oh, really?
You want to have that run? I shouldn't have cashed out so much profit off of it, but it was right up to that order block, so I was just gonna let it roll.
Fuck yeah. Have you ever seen this freestyle before? This shit just popped up right when I opened YouTube. I've seen this before. This guy.
Who is it?
This shit, I don't know who this is. This shit's sick as fuck, though. I must restart it for you. Oh, I can't because it's the first one.
I did
Oh,
Diddy
it's-
things. What does that mean? Some gay shit?
I don't know. It's fucking, the one with Eric Jamal, or Eric Jamal, what's that kid's name? Coast Contra or something like that. That's good shit. I did Diddy things. I don't know what that means.
I don't know, but I would definitely play off that if I was gonna go with that motherfucker. Be like, what you mean, bitch? Better stay the fuck away from any high school or any grade school with any type of kids.
I did Diddy things. Oh, well, you know, everybody's like afraid of Puff Daddy in Hollywood. Or they act like it.
Well, you remember years ago when they all had that video of Drake forcing his way into a club. He was all going in the club, and they said he went in there to defend Rihanna or something, and Diddy all socked him.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember hearing about that? No idea if that was real or fake. It's probably fake.
I didn't know Diddy was about that shit.
Before he came out with that fruitcake video on Drink Champs, man, I would have thought so. You know what I mean? I mean, compared to Drake, I would have been like, yeah, if he's gonna try to front up on Diddy, he'd probably get punched in the mouth. Well, all time grind, Cat Daddy. So motherfuckers know what's up. The ritual. Yep, the cat. Man, your OSD is looking good right now.
I remember seeing this shit too. YouTube's recommending me all this shit I've seen before.
Man, already. You listen to Joey Badass?
He's got some dope shit.
Is it you that probably showed me them? Because it sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, he's got some lyrical shit. He's turning a crowd chant into a freestyle.
Just for optics. Not like I believe in trend lines or anything. Not like I'm waiting for shit to come up here before I make no move. That's hocus pocus. Joey fucking Badass.
Some catchy shit, huh? You should make this into a jam. Just imagine being the dude that started that jam.
Oh, well, I'm fucking ass backwards, bitch.
That shit was pretty sick.
WH, fuck.
Can't wait till Kim sees me. That'd be such a hard bar. The way he just kind of blew up overnight.
I love this CD, man.
Oh, dude, this is one of the best albums of all time.
The only two CDs I ever hit from my parents were Slim Shady and Marshall Mathers.
You did what from your
I
parents?
hid from my parents. I put it in my comic book collection.
Pat. Why, were they listening to your shit?
No, but like, I was just paranoid.
I remember when I was a
And-
sophomore, my dad took my CDs because I had an F, and the only way I could get them back was to get my grades up, and I wasn't doing it. So he eventually just let me do it for, I get a CD back for every 5 points, one for every 5 boards, one for every 5, one for
Really?
every 5 anything I do in the game. But it has to be in one game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I remember one game getting like 4 of them bitches back.
Yeah, fuck yeah. My dad only ever bet me on free throws. And I only ever won one time. I can't remember what he said. If I had to make so many out of so many.
That would be
I think he said over half. If I made over
in-game
half.
free throws or what? Outside of the game free throws? Like
No, in a game.
it's definitely a little different. Your dad just really cared about free throws, or you were sucking at them?
I don't know. Probably just me running my mouth, man. I always used to run my mouth back when I was in like 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah.
Probably run my mouth, and he'd be like, "You can't even hit." He's like, "You can't even go fucking 6 for 10, bitch."
Damn. Dude,
Probably
I
said
don't know
shit
when
like
I
that.
started getting good at free throws, but I remember when I sucked at them. I think Coach Yerg fixed my free throw shit.
I don't remember when I got down my routine, but it's the same. Ever since I got my routine, I kept the same shit ever since. Like, it had to have been like around 8th grade, I bet.
Yeah. I was a little later than that. I was probably a freshman.
None sluts, bitch. I'ma kill you.
Juvenile's got a tiny testosterone. That's crazy.
Woo! This would be the dick to hit. The second dick is a 1 to 3 and 3 set, or yeah, 1 to 3 and 37.
Are you already in on it?
No, I'm setting an alert. It's got to go down. I'm checking out. For it to come down to here.
Skin I be standing 5'10", I be rocking it when I be in your vicinity. All style synergy, recognize symmetry. Go inside the HME, broke them down chemically. Ain't the number 10 MC. Talking about how when I be styled it like Kennedy, late like a 10 to 3. When I stay, when I be, girl say when I keep, cause it's the 10 to be working. Way out like Tennessee, take me to up. Waste cold the BK without pause and delay. Get my life pin relay. Don't deal what he say, she say. And working for no cheap pay. The most that beat play. This is what the streets say. Hey,
Oh, yeah, I
Mr.
need to
DJ.
check.
Bring that little more again. That jam's got me open. This side of breaking broken. From front side to side. Middle to back. Never the whack. I come from Best Style Black. From Lewis ABE to be exact. Brooklyn!
That motherfucker's always been sick. I can't believe I've never had a Most Def CD before.
Yeah, he's only got a few good jams, Doug. Like, he's good lyrically, but as far as putting together for songs, like Miss New Booty,
Oh yeah, that's
and
a good
that's the
one.
only thing I can think of off the top of my head.
I'll bet he's
Him and
got
Talib
some
Kweli,
good
what was their group called? Him and Talib Kweli?
like Black Star or some shit like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, Black Star sounds right. I like Talib Kweli better than Most Def. Most Def
Really?
is sick lyrically, yeah, but Kweli was just more gangster. I always like more gangster shit instead of. He's kind of a nerd to me.
I like that nerd. Well, Most Def has a sick flow though.
Yeah.
You can do some sick flow. I've had common CDs. I ain't never had a Talib Kweli CD either.
Euro.
That freestyle on the Chappelle show is pretty sick. That Most Def did.
Yeah, I'd have to hear it again, but I bet it is. He also had Quali and Most Def on it for one of their songs together. That's a sick song, whatever's on that too, I'm sure.
Oh, Auditorium. I remember that.
Oh. Why the fuck isn't it showing the times, man? I need a new fucking Forex calendar. Cause this shit on FX book doesn't show the times all the time. It'll show what news is coming out and if it's high impact or not, but it doesn't always have the times. It does me no good if I have no idea when the time the news is coming out. Fucking garbage, all this shit right here. Yeah, I got USD high, CAD High. Euro High. But when does it come out, motherfucker? Oh, okay. Next week's the 3. November 24th. Why the fuck is it on November 20th? Wow.
Here we go. I bet you've never seen this. I haven't.
This Patriots team, though. It
It's
makes
like
no sense,
year
and it is beginning to look.
Bill Burr on it?
2001. Who is
Oh, no, I
this
told you
Mac
that.
Jones?
And our coach is Billy B. And he's working on the D. And all the Colts fans are gonna cry.
Right. But that team does look unbelievable. I mean, Mac Jones looks really
How many
fun.
times does Bill Belichick have to do it before you guys just give it up and stop weighing footballs? You fucking babies.
That's years and years ago. All right, forget about the weighted footballs and all the other Spygates and everything else that could potentially.
Spygate was ridiculous too.
No, I don't know if that's the case, but
That
you're
was
right.
ridiculous.
Everybody would have done it if they could, and I assume other people were doing
See,
it.
no. Everybody was doing it. That was the first game. It was illegal. And it was only illegal to have it on the fucking field.
There we
You
go.
can still have one up there. That's why guys always have clipboards.
2 hours and
on their face.
28
Or if you
minutes.
watch a college
Well,
football
fuck
game,
me, huh?
They're holding up a picture of
Right
a
away,
slice of
Euro
pizza,
has news.
Urkel, and the
2
sign
hours,
for
28
pie.
minutes.
The reason is somebody across the field is trying to steal
Euro
the
has more
signs,
news in
which is
7
a skill.
hours.
Yeah, we agree.
They're not standing
USA
there going,
in
throw the
8
ball,
hours.
hand it off. That gave you an advantage, maybe,
Oh,
on one or
fuck.
2 plays.
All
And they
right.
All this
questioned-
news coming
they
out.
questioned all of his championships, including
Euro
that
and
guy from the
USD.
49ers who wasn't Joe Montana, the other guy.
Mm.
Yeah, and there's a whole fucking story
yeah.
Bill Parcells tells of fucking, he was in a playoffs, with the fucking 49ers, alright, and Bill Walsh used to call all his plays for the first half. He had it all fucking mapped out. And then what he did right before the game started, he said his headsets didn't work. So then the other team can't use their headsets. And he had the whole fucking thing backed up. Giants still won the game. Next year they play again. Bill Parcells tells this on the NFL Network. And Bill Parcells came in, he goes, the next year we played again. He said, hey, good luck. He goes, by the way, coach, he goes, if your headphones go out again this year, I'm going to expose you. And Bill Walsh smiled and said, just a little gamesmanship, coach.
Hey,
Yeah.
we get it. Okay, there's a lot of gamesmanship. Bill Belichick, the best gamesmanship of all time. We're not, hey,
Dude,
by the way,
there's
we're
Paul
not-
Brown and there's Bill Belichick. That's it.
We're not your enemy. All right, we're on your side here. We think it's all bullshit.
Of course.
Well, I was actually drunk at the Pro Bowl whenever I thought we were potentially going to go into the Super Bowl because you guys were using deflated balls, and we all hated it because the game gets mentioned.
You know when
we
they
lost
did
by
that?
50.
You know when they did that? They found out you guys had an equal amount of the underinflated balls.
It's a cold night.
Do you know ESPN also did a thing and it debunked that actually having it underinflated made the ball get there a split second later, which is an advantage for the quarterback. And once they debunked that, they took it down because it killed the fucking story.
Well,
but
listen.
then Patriots fans kept it and put it up. It was all fucking bullshit.
We agree. Bill Nye, the science guy, got involved. I mean, there was a lot of. Listen,
I don't think what the Astros did was cheating.
Okay.
I
here we
think
go.
they finally brought a gun to a gunfight. Dude, the fucking Red Sox and Yankees were fielding $200 million roided up free agent teams. Just crushing it. What were they supposed to do?
Yeah.
What were they supposed to do? So they bang on a fucking trash can so they know where the fucking sliders coming? I think it was fucking hilarious. I love a corked bat. It's funny.
How about whenever Sammy Sosa was cracked in the middle of the game and the court's bat went flying
Dude,
out?
what about like I don't think there's anything wrong with that cork bat when the pitcher's got all this shit on him, you know? And then the hitters don't mind. They want him to have a little shit on because they want him to have control. Because if they get hit, they could get killed. I don't have a fucking problem with the shit. I think it's funny, but like, you know, I'm not gonna like question somebody. Like, you have a cork bat. If you didn't have a cork bat, like, you'd never be in the ML. Like, all I needed was a cork bat, and then I'd be playing for the fucking Indians.
All right, so this all stems from people trying to discredit how great Bill Belichick in your eyes is. What you
No, and I also think that, you know, these athletes taking steroids has been great for regular people, using their bodies for experiments, you know, so now that they've been able to dial it down, where back in the day, you took it, and you're a farm animal, fucking throwing your girlfriend through a wall. Now, they got it dialed in now. It's a little cream, you put it on you. It's simple. You get a little jacked, you wear a tank top on your fucking podcast, it's all right.
No shows on it. That'll be awesome. But can we talk about the team now? I appreciate you venting and life.
Isn't hair plugs cheating? Having a hair system?
Yeah.
It is. Because some woman's gonna bang you thinking that she's gonna have babies with a full head of hair. And then right after they graduate, they're gonna look like accountants.
It's a catfishing situation. All right.
I'm just fucking around here.
No, I like what you just talked about, though, because I think it's real. And I think a lot of sports people have said a lot of those things that you were, basically trying to debunk there. Because anybody in the NFL knows, like, hey, what Bill Belichick did, every single coach or person in the NFL would do if they had thought of it or had the means to do it. Now, with that being said,
No, everyone was doing it.
not everyone, but let's
No,
say
they were doing it.
People didn't
Jimmy
think of it.
Johnson,
Some people might
Jimmy
not have thought of it.
Johnson literally said that's what he said. What'd you do? You put a camera, you fucking film them, you steal whatever you can fucking steal. Dude, how about you guys that you guys literally made the way we covered your receivers illegal? After you bitched about it, and Jim Irsay sat in the competition committee and fucking did that, and then you stole our offense, and then won a Super Bowl.
No,
we fucking lied about it.
We gave you a play that gave Gronk 100 touchdowns. Peyton Manning gave it to Tom Brady at a lake in Tennessee. That is something that happened. He put Gronk in the Hall of Fame, basically.
That was nice of him to tip his cap to us. After he parked his fucking car.
He put Peyton Manning put Gronk in the Hall of Fame. That's what he just
By the way, I
said.
think that's why this game is so big, because in Indianapolis they feel that same way towards the Patriots fans and the Patriots as well, because the
I actually
Peyton Tom
like the
thing was
Colts.
real.
I love
That's
Peyton Manning
so
and all,
fucking
and
funny.
I like, I still call him Baltimore. That's how old I am.
Yeah,
It's always going to be the Oakland Raiders. It's always going to be the Baltimore Colts.
left the Chargers.
San Diego.
Yeah, it's going to be San Diego. I still call them San Diego. Well, they just moved, but
All right. If you like double dicking with your best homie, you'll love this live stream.
This team really good. I mean, I'm trying to get there.
they're really good. But we'll see what.
You need to come up with a name. What's
we'll
your
see
trading
what
name?
happens because
Brand Damn, son.
Oh, Brendan.
That's my
I don't know,
fucking
I can't
everything
figure out
name.
Kansas City though.
It's my life name.
You know? It doesn't make
We
sense.
should put
because
Kumite
nobody
music
left.
on when you're about to
That
fucking
they would
pull the
beat
trigger on a
Brady
trade,
Ruggs.
son.
I didn't know that somebody
Kumite.
figured something out, like how to beat him, and now they've adjusted to that.
I
So,
live my life.
I don't know.
Son.
Yeah, how does that shit go?
It's a lot of shit for people who've been
Fucking
covered
we'll
shit
put it
all
on.
life. He's sort of a lightning rod.
He is talked about a lot.
He has been very disrespectful.
Work hard every night and
Oh,
day.
shit, son.
The internet,
That's
that's
it.
GIF, and the way he would win a lot of games. So he would win the
Something
Super
break
Bowl,
my
he wins the Super Bowl. I
way.
think that tide has kind of turned on his narrative, but they were ready to bury him once again.
What's
He-
badass is
he-
they play that song like 3 different
I
times
always
in
love
that
when
movie.
Unathletic people tell people in athletics that they can't win the big one.
Yeah. You can't handle it.
I can't believe I
You
spelled
can't handle the pressure.
Kumite
Blah blah blah.
good enough to get a fucking hit on the very first search.
It's Kumate, ain't it?
Fuck yeah, dog. What the fuck? I didn't know. I was thinking it might
God.
have like an AI in there.
Do you even know what Bloodsport is?
Yeah, but I never read a book about it. Come on.
Break my way. Every moment. I fight to survive.
Shit, get you dialed in.
Bro, you called it. This shit is perfect. Yeah, this is so tight. It's a little too tight. bitch. Oh man, is this smart money right here? I fight to survive. Looking forward to continue low and take this shit out right here. If it wasn't so stupid to say, I'd say that's easy money. Why won't you just move down? Huh? Oh, fuck yeah.
Literally for the next 2 minutes.
Man, no mouse sucks balls.
Can you get a splitter? USB splitter?
I'd never even thought about that shit. Why? Jesus fucking Christ. On fire. Of course. Both my trades are the ones that have news coming up tonight.
Both of them are what?
Have high impact news coming in tonight. So I can't even hold these and go to bed. If I get into any of these, I gotta make sure that I wake up before, I can't remember what it said, like 7.5 hours from now, so like 4 in the morning probably.
So how do they know that there's going to be high impact news coming in?
It's just news is scheduled to come out, like certain reports that are gonna have a high impact on a certain pair. Some news is fucking low impact, you know what I mean? That ain't gonna have hardly any impact on the market, and then they red flag it for high impact news. So you just check your Forex calendar, and it'll tell you what's high impact for the day or fucking tomorrow.
I don't understand why the news would be like scheduled and shit. Why they don't just like,
Because it's just reports. Like they're gonna release numbers on certain shit. They're gonna release certain numbers that affect the market.
oh, and people already see these numbers and they're like it's high impact, but they can't
Well,
tell you if it's good or bad.
Yeah, they don't know what the numbers are gonna be, but it's gonna influence the market a lot. See, like initial jobless claims for USD. Jobless claims 4-week average. These are all the numbers that are coming out.
Because the categories that they're going to report on just
Yeah.
always influence it.
GDP growth rate, QOQ. Durable goods orders.
So you can't research them like the
I-
USD job rates.
I can't be in news anyway for my FTMO account, because if it's to hit my stop or my take profit, it violates my terms of agreement. This is one of the rules for FTMO. Yeah, for my regular account, my personal account, I can do whatever I want. And if I was to just move my stop loss or my take profit way away, you know what I mean? Then it'd still be risky because you never know. But like I would assume that like if I was to move that stop loss clear the fuck up here or even past up here, this is on the 15 minutes, so if I was to move it like clear the fuck away on like the 4 hour or the daily, then I'd be okay. But high impact news can definitely make shit fluctuate super fast, like a lot. It could throw shit like 80 pips one way or the other, or both ways. Like I'll see news go and it'll be like fucking shh, and then it'll dive back down, and then go back up, and then fuck around, and then fluctuate huge.
So right before it comes out, you want to set your stop loss like right where you're at, right below yourself, and then set a high ass take profit. Gamble on that bitch.
Yeah, to see if it spikes up. I've done that before, on my before I blew my first account.
Did it work out?
No, fucking takes you out, and it takes you out so much that like, say your stop loss is.
Oh, because it can blow through you.
Mhm.
I forgot
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Say you're only risking $10. Well, it could be like, nope, bitch, I got fucking $80 or dollars.
I forgot about that. Yeah, fuck that. I wouldn't do it either if that was the case. Because what happens is people probably have bots that wait for that spike, and once that spike hits, they auto buy, and it pushes it right back up.
Yeah, this is too good here. I gotta extend this shit. This is only an 8 pip stop loss. And this didn't even move. Good. Good call, you piece of fucking shit.
That's fine. This is.
This has gotta go up to here. I fight to survive. Kumte, kumte. Yeah, I can't do anything fast with just using the scroll pad or the trackpad. It just fucks everything up. Nothing goes the way I want it. Yeah, you're cute, bitch. Why can't you move down? Jesus Christ. There you go. Damn, son. 202. 27. I don't like that on the 1 hour anyway. This needs to be up into here anyway. Damn, that changed it that much? How much is it now? At least it's 13 now. NCAD 13. I'll fight to survive. Oh man. Double check it because I'm fucking retarded. Yeah, 15. 13 and 15. 5'9".
Any new fresh and fit shit throw up?
I don't know. I didn't work today, so I ain't listening to all that shit. I'm sure there's new shit. I saw some shit popping up.
Pulling it up.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
I don't want my algorithm thinking I'm gay.
Shut the fuck up. Christ. If anything's backwards, it's that shit right there.
I'm fucking with you.
Well, you press the right button, dog. Definition of red pill rage. Jerry Jones is open to trade talks, but it will have to come our way. Derrick Henry's on the trading block. How stupid's that? I fight to survive. All-time grind. No sleep. Except like 2 or 3 hours before I gotta get up to go to my 9 to 5. Take my kids to school and daycare. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ.
It's feminine to eat a girl's. So who should be like? Girls?
Yeah,
What the
a girl can
fuck?
do it. Yeah,
Oh,
a girl can do
hell
it.
no. Bitch, ain't couldn't.
I'm not gonna.
Start this shit over. There we go. Here's some content for us too, right
I
here.
think no man should be in any box. I think it's.
What?
Yeah.
You don't eat the kid?
You using that mic?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no way, baby.
No, it's not about that. It's a very submissive and feminine thing to do. Is to eat a girl. Plus, women.
Then you should
It's
be getting
submissive to
ready.
eat her pussy? Is that
Yeah, that's what he says, yeah.
Suck a man.
What?
What if that's what you like?
It's feminine to eat a girl.
Yeah, I don't agree with it.
So who should be like?
I get where he's coming from, but I don't agree with
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Girl can do
hell
it.
no. Bitch, ain't couldn't.
I'm not gonna eat a girl's. That's ridiculous.
I actually can agree with you.
She's
there.
your wife. What? Oh, you should agree with
You know what?
that.
No, I can agree with him though on the fact that he feels feminine doing it. That means he's a very dominant person. So I bet you got.
And not only that, it's a woman's it's a woman's duty to please a man sexually. Don't come please her
No.
sexually. Like at the end of
So
the
she
day.
shouldn't have an orgasm?
That's like the number one recipe to have your bitch cheat on you.
You don't need to do all that extra
What's
shit.
up? What'd you say?
Know that the best way to make a girl.
He's like, it's her duty to please a man, but I don't gotta please her.
Women.
Like that's like the number one recipe to have her go cheat on you. Tell me it's not.
No, it's not the number one.
They're not as visual as men are. So
It's in top 5.
she likes you and is genuinely desires you and is
Number 1 is boring the bitch. Number 2 is being broke or losing your job or fucking letting her fucking take the lead on anything that's of any importance.
There's girls out there that fucking
Yeah, but we're talking about
prioritize sex
majority.
over everything.
Yeah, yeah. But majority.
Actually, I absolutely can because men must understand women to attract them. However, women don't have to understand men to attract
How many
them.
bitches do you know that have been married to motherfuckers that obviously ain't hitting her fucking right?
Come on.
So what?
How many dudes, how many couples can you pick out, do you think, every day
Yeah.
that you see with a bitch, a pretty decent fucking chick with a dude that obviously can't fuck her good, but he probably has some money or he probably fucking holds it down in some other way besides that. Because I definitely get looked at by a ton of chicks that just look at me solely because they know that I'm a good time. For sure.
It's a woman's job to please her man sexually, not the other way around.
Especially when like you've been eye fucking each other like at the gym or something. Like you see bitches that you'll always be catch looking at you and shit at the gym, and then like one day you'll actually see their man come in and be like, oh, that explains a lot.
From my presence alone.
Yeah, but like that is a different type of experience.
It's all either some super dork or some fat dude or something.
It's a different type of experience.
I'm telling you, she can orgasm without.
Yeah, I see that.
By what?
Yeah,
Because
you make
If she's actually attracted to you and aroused by you, and you do what you're supposed to do outside of the bedroom, she's gonna be naturally aroused by you. You don't have to do all that extra shit.
And I feel like that's kind of where making love and just fucking comes in.
you can't just have an orgasm.
Because you
though.
can't have. If you-
Mike's
if you-
last two chicks, his serious chicks, don't even like him to eat her puss.
You know, if you're really that connected.
I always tell him, I always say, man, I was like, you just fucking suck at that shit, dog. I was like, you must fucking weird him out. Rubbing your chin into him and
Maybe
shit.
my last like 8 girlfriends didn't want the pussy. They just,
That's
girls,
weird.
I think a lot of girls get self-conscious about their shit.
It's one of those two every
I
single time.
guess. I can see that if you don't look like if you don't do it like you love it, but I love it, so I'm always just like, brah, brah, all up in it, and they fucking, I've never been told not to. I've been told not to by one, and she didn't even let me try. So obviously, and she was straight up about it, saying that she ain't about that type of shit.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of girls just tell me about it. Never when I was actually trying to do it.
Gotta wash their hands
That's
first.
an opinion. That's not really a. That's an
Do nothing
opinion.
because you get bacteria inside your nails. That's disgusting.
I mean,
Most people don't.
no, pussy on
Okay,
10.
but not like okay. Do you know what type of bacteria be inside your nails? That's disgusting. No,
Wash your hands, cut your
You better go
nails.
get a scrubber
You can't
and
get the
some
same
bleach.
thing from
That's
a mouth.
disgusting. No one can ever put this word on
She's making it sound like she got a nasty box.
Yeah, huh?
Alright, well, either way, the point of the matter is that sex is mostly a woman's duty to please her man, not the other
For
way
sure.
around.
Oh,
But at least give her a little something.
At least
Come on
ask
now,
her
what the
first,
hell? You're not gonna give her a little something to remember
So-
you by like, oh, Jesus, paying your bills.
Let me get this straight. You want the guy to be taller than you, make more money than you, be more successful than you, be competent, succeed in everything in life,
Fuck.
and do all this extra shit? I look at sex
That's
as a woman's
extra
job.
to you? So you're telling me that? So you guys love sex, but that's extra to you? Come on now, that's
Yeah,
not
because
extra.
sex is the main commodity that you bring.
But how is
As
that?
a matter of fact, I would argue it's the only reason men really talk to women in the first place is for sexual access. If y'all didn't have, men wouldn't give a fuck about y'all.
I mean, I'm great at sex.
Being all the way honest.
11 on Euro
I mean, there's a
USD.
reason why you got your titties out. I mean, you understand that
I
sex
got my
sells and
titties
that is
up
your main
because I got
commodity.
nice titties, baby, and for nothing else.
Who said that?
I said that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say is that you lead with your sexuality.
No.
That is.
I'm just
No.
What I'm trying to explain to you is what you're not getting is like
Christ.
you're not understanding that
You know what?
why would you not want her to be
Is it
like,
11? Man, listen to
aroused
this shit.
in bed? Like why would you not
Oh, it
want
is
her
11,
to
it's
have
right there.
an orgasm?
She's already aroused from what I
No,
do outside
because-
the bedroom.
Okay, so
That's
you're
how women are. They're cerebral.
yes, I understand.
1.36.
But I feel like you should still want her to work. That's weird to me.
I just told you she's gonna work from just having sex with me.
Orgasm? What you?
Because she's attracted to me and she's aroused by me. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I can tell from the way that you're speaking, you don't really like your guy that much.
That's not
Which is
true.
why you're
That's
speaking the
not
way that you're
true.
speaking.
Nope.
Here's the other thing too.
Nope.
When a girl, hold on. Whenever a girl's with a man that she truly loves, admires, respects, she can't wait to tell the world that she's in a relationship. She can't wait to say, no, I'm taken, blah, 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 be super excited for it. For example, her, I'm engaged. She made sure to let everybody know.
Right away.
Girls with a guy that she actually likes, she's proud as fuck of that shit. Because let's be honest here, a woman's value is determined by the caliber of man she can attract.
I let everybody know. Years
I
and
know.
You
all.
were hesitant as hell, bro.
Nobody even knew.
No.
You were hesitant as hell, man.
Because it's not nobody's business. But I'm gonna go on the internet every day. Hey guys, I'm in a relationship.
Yes,
For
yes.
what?
Episode 2 now.
For what? Why? Why do they need to know my business? Because they're in my DM same way without a response. It doesn't matter what the fuck they know, what they don't know.
So you want them there?
No, I don't want them there. They're there because they want to be there.
You wouldn't want attention from random men if you were with a guy that was your first pick. That's my point.
Bang.
I want attention from random men. They give me it without
Not the cats.
wanting it.
Yeah, okay. Christ.
No, I'm not.
Okay, alright. No,
Alright.
fellas.
Alright, so I got a question for the girls.
Oh no, it's all good. I know what you're gonna get this. Don't worry. what's up with the KKK stuff and then the monkey noises and then the whole black stuff and coming at, like almost doing self-hateful things and then getting upset when the consequences of your actions come and bite you and you getting demonetized? Because I don't even believe that was even Fresh's fault. That was like, I'm sorry, no, I'm not even really sorry, that's all your fault that you guys got demonetized. Because you didn't have to go do all of that. You could have fired back or you could have been still.
Yeah, shut up, bitch.
Is that what they got demonetized for? Was some like KKK shit?
They got some strikes for sure when they went after Aben Preach, because they all changed all their shit to monkey shit, and Myron all put on a hood, and
What's Aben Preach?
it's another they're like a reaction type video or reaction podcast or whatever you call reaction show, and they're running their mouth about Fresh and Fit, and they even had one of the dudes on the show, and then he all snaked him and all acted like he was all cool with him, and then started running his mouth about him and shit. And then they put out a bunch of hit pieces on him saying this or saying that about him. So they finally just went off on him and went super retarded and used like racist shit on him, which is dumb as fuck because they're all black. So I mean, what's the fucking? I don't understand how that could be racist.
So I don't really have an answer for that. I've never hovered around. I don't have the situation where they leave and come back.
This poor motherfucker. I just found out he was on a stream with Neon just yesterday or whatever, and his bitch, the dude that's on the panel right here, it'll show him again.
I was gonna say, is that fucking Dylan Mulvaney right now?
This guy here. He's with Sky Bree. You know who that bitch is?
I know the name.
Banging ass porn star. She was the one that was fucking around with Aiden Ross. That's when I first saw her. I never know that she's a porn star. He used to work for the Full Sim podcast.
Oh,
and then he went out and did his own thing, I guess.
Check it out somewhere else,
But now he's with Sky Bree, and he starts talking to Myron about how he doesn't believe in having multiple chicks and shit. This is a pretty decent podcast. Towards the end, man, like the questions that they put on, the super chats, towards the end, man, they were getting vicious with this dude, fucking calling him a piece of shit and a faggot. For
taking the girl side?
Yeah, well, for having his chick as a porn star.
Oh, yeah.
And he just hooked up with her, and he's all, because Myron's big on, like, man, he's like, once a chick ever promotes herself sexually like that, he's like, it's a rap, you know what I mean? You should never take a bitch like that serious.
There is so many ways.
Just one.
Just one. You want to know one?
Yes, one. Can you pull the mic towards you, please? Asha?
You can what? My mic is
Yes,
closed
that's it.
now.
Okay, you're good now. Go ahead.
Okay. So you can spice this. Okay, you can play roles. Okay, let's.
Okay.
I will say that.
Role play.
Yes.
All right. There you
You
go.
asked me just one,
Yes.
so I'll say that.
Normally, what are you when you role play?
What I do?
Yeah. What do you dress up as?
I mean, you can do different roles, darling.
Tell us one of yours.
I can play different roles. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. One thing you role play as, like a fairy. I don't know. Dentist.
She's just dumb as fuck, bro.
Oh my god. This is
It's a very
Russia, yes. Russia to the mic. So my favorite, what I play, it depends on the situation. Like I'm very creative person. Whatever is come up with me in that situation, like whatever I'm feeling, I'm gonna be my
Give an
favorite.
example, bitch. Jesus Christ.
Damn, wait, Marvin, what's you?
Is this a hypothetical situation?
Could be.
Okay, well, and this is like a healthy relationship that I'm in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then just something that I haven't tried that they want to try. Just be more open to like what they like.
Like sucking his dick from the back.
Well, I don't know, it depends on who it is.
Mike got that a couple times. He loves it, he says.
What?
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
a butt plug.
Okay.
Fucking Mike,
To the
bro,
goal.
that's so funny.
Okay. Cool.
Not
What about you, Miss OnlyFans?
I'm going straight to Pornhub and looking up the freakiest stuff I can find. I'm doing it on my
Holy shit.
She looks familiar. Has she been on this show before?
I don't know, dog. That bitch is doofy as fuck.
Yeah.
He with me, I'm single.
Jesus.
But that's my man.
I think he's single too.
God, she's stupid.
No, never that.
Fucking lights reflecting right on her
Answer
face.
your phone call.
She looks like that
It's
Danny
okay, he's shy.
Rigatoni bitch.
And you guys.
Oh,
Dr.
Bad Baby?
Yeah.
Fuck you, dog.
Sex now, then I was
Fuck you. Bad Baby's a queen, bro.
So I can still contact him.
Is it already up? Oh shit, it's spiking up, son. I'm already there.
If it's your boyfriend, wouldn't you have like their real iMessage number?
We gonna keep that on the low.
Interesting. I'm willing to bet that you guys are not really in a relationship and he uses you for sex and you use him for OnlyFans content.
You know, whatever.
Oh
works.
yeah, I was gonna spit this chew out. You want to light that bitch?
Yeah.
You know, it's a situation.
Shit. I got some thinking to do now. It hit my first dick right here. It's about time to live entry right now.
We working toward that.
Text me, that was crazy. Yeah, text now, bro. That's one man. Sports shoes, bro. Deadass. Yo, fresh. How'd you know?
Wait, really?
Dude, it's a full story.
I got some burritos if you're hungry. They got delivered here right before you got here.
Okay.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
That's scary, by the way.
Okay. Personally, when it comes to my man, it's all about
Hollywood.
getting him off. You know? And that's just what works for us.
It's one trip.
Why would that be something she worries about? Man's gonna do that anyway.
Very brief.
I'm not gonna go into detail, but I would say studying his body, studying what he likes more of, what makes
This
him
shit's
more,
full of
shit like that. You know.
What is that?
I'm not gonna speak on it. It's between me and him, but
First letter of the action.
B.
Got it. Cool. Okay. Pretty good.
Butthole.
I feel like hypothetically, just because I don't really know how to answer, but like, I feel like.
Damn, it's only 11?
Sorry, I'm trying to think.
Who's the one that casted these girls? Cause
Chris.
fuck, he did
I
a
honestly
shit
don't know.
job.
They always clown him for the bitches he brings on.
Fuck, they're all like, none of them want to say anything.
Yeah, man. This is terrible, man. Okay. Thanks, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, let's get in real life. This is real life.
Yo, okay.
Nick,
What?
what do you do, bro?
Really, what do I do?
Spice in the bedroom with your girl.
Oh, my bad.
You just spice it up.
What do you mean? What do I do?
Every single time.
I don't know, man. We live a pretty exciting life as is. Like, we're on the road. I think everything, everywhere we go is new. I don't have a lot of time to take off right now. Like, I'm just starting out, but I think everything's exciting with us. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, it's still a pretty new relationship. I think everything's fun in the beginning. And
How long have we been together?
6 months. But I mean,
Honeymoon phase.
we're in the honeymoon phase, but like I travel a lot, so it's like every time we get any time together, it's great.
So would you say it's more like the location makes it more fun?
Yeah, I think location. We recently went to the Bahamas. It was a lot of fun. She likes to come along with a lot of my shoots. I travel a lot, so everything's pretty exciting.
Dope. So the chat is.
What do you think of this
saying
hair?
what? Do you wanna
See
actually
how it's
split,
already
you know,
there?
dating and
Now it's time to decide if I'm gonna get in on this first dig.
They're asking.
You're not in on it already?
No, I didn't set it.
Coming
What do you
down?
want?
Or is it back up at this entry?
It just barely pushed up into where I wanted it to go on the first dig.
Oh, that one
Yeah, man, we
was.
saw
How come they don't ever have the
yesterday
full
as
fucking
well.
podcast on that shit?
All they do,
Man,
or I don't ever watch the full podcast on YouTube. I watch them on Rumble, and Rumble won't cast to this shit.
Follow me, Hornets, Orlando, Martin.
So this is just somebody who makes money by clipping their shit.
Just a little bit, bro.
And they're all about clipping their shit. They're all, dudes have all asked him on the show, being like, hey man, I'm getting copyright strikes or whatever. And they're like, man, he's like, we've been talking to motherfuckers about that, trying to make it so you guys can keep making your money.
I loved it. It was amazing. It was fun. Fresh.
That's bullshit, man, because they're the ones that get to choose if they get a strike or not.
Everything that we could. We had ample time to do it.
I get that all the time. If I put up the same shit, like, because when I do video game shit, it'll be doing cutscenes,
We
right?
had a great time, honestly.
And so if I put a video game shit up there that shows the cutscene, and then someone else uploads a video game of them doing it, it's going to show the same cutscene, and it's because I did it first. They're going to ask me if I want to copyright strike.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Holy smokes, bro.
They're getting flagged for something. I don't know what. If he said it was a copyright strike or what.
Fast pass, right?
Yeah, so we got the VIP tour, which means
But just recently, a dude called in and said that, or called in or left a super chat.
That's crazy. If you guys are wondering, we had a private tour with a corporate package, which is like $5,000. Yes, that's why it was so intense.
But with 10 people though.
10 people, yeah.
Yeah, you could go if you invite up to 10 people.
Yeah.
So
it's not cheap.
if you want to bring a group of friends, y'all could theoretically split it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell y'all.
This could be the move up here. I could be jumping the gun here.
But those lines on a freaking Thursday.
Yo, you called it, bro. With no pass, no VIP pass, you might do 2 houses max.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit out on this and wait because I think that this might push up
And you'd have to go
to here
in the middle of the
first.
day on a weekday to even be able to do that. If you went on a weekend,
Because this is a good spot to get into.
Hell no. So good call on that, doing that, because we skipped every single line, but it was hilarious.
People were mad. Who are these niggas?
Yeah, because it was
money. We're only niggas in there. like white people, Hispanics is like, wait, who these niggas popping up in this? I'm just saying, bro, it's true. To be fair, the workers were black. I don't know why they did that, bro.
Oh, now we're having fun.
I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Okay, it's the beginning of the show, please don't.
I'll listen to this full one here. This bitch is dumb as fuck.
What do you think?
Man, I pretty much keep it real with both parties. I don't really tell my girlfriend if she
How many
looks
friends
like
can you actually keep it real with, though?
I only have a handful, so those are the people I keep it real with. But yeah, I don't really do the whole insincere compliment like with my friend. If she looks bad, I'm gonna tell her she looks bad, or if I think she should change to a different outfit, vice versa.
Yeah. Really? Okay. So that's in your situation. Wait, are you guys close friends?
We're friends.
Perfect.
This is close to it though, ain't it?
That's not the type of shit you call someone out on.
Okay.
Call them out if they got like
keep
a
it real,
brother
right?
coming out of the house and shit.
Did you say she was a 10 earlier?
What he said is like,
That's my personal opinion.
he's like, have you noticed the difference in between how men will fucking talk shit to each other without malice?
You quite literally lied a second
When, you know, I mean, like somebody looks, if dude's looking fresh, you all clown and be like, oh shit, it's like you look fucking, like you're about ready for a job interview, you fucking piece of shit, you know what I mean, or whatever. And bitches will lie and be like, oh man, this shit makes her look fucking terrible. And be like, oh, you look good, clean, go.
The only way that's talking shit is if someone's saying that you don't like.
But that's
You know
not
what I
really,
mean?
that's not honest.
If somebody like comes up to you and says that shit, you're gonna laugh and dap them up. If somebody you don't like says that exact same shit,
Well, he's talking about homies though.
But someone you might rate as a 10.
Like if you were to come in looking all prepped up with your suspenders and shit, you know what I mean, looking fly, and I'd be like, oh, fucking Urkel's coming down the stairs right now.
How's she gonna improve her looks?
I couldn't take that as shit talking, bro. I would just think that's my homie's giving me love.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. And bitches, if a bitch is wearing shit, like if she's like, imagine like this bitch or the last bitch with her tits all out and looking like a straight skank, and then be like, oh yeah, girl, you know, yeah, go, you know, like I'm gonna go meet my man's parents. Check me out, I got my tits hanging out and my fucking ass hanging out. She'd be like, oh yeah, girl, uh-huh. They ain't gonna tell her, be like, no, you should probably tone that down.
Like, I don't know what you wanted me to say within that time. Maybe could have did.
Oh, this says there's news going on right now.
You got that shit on today, so no complaints.
Signs of reversal, ejected zone multiple times on the daily.
Either way, proves my point, because you can only be honest like that
Oh.
with a small percentage of your friends, not even her. Okay, what about you? Do you think women are, who's more authentic in their friendships, men or women?
I definitely think there's a lot of more authenticity when it comes to male relationships. Men are very straightforward with each other. They just say things as they are. They call you out on your stuff. They say, get your things together. Or they just say, I don't like you.
We don't need that.
And they just won't cut it up. But girls, it's like the way that circles are created, you have to maintain face, kinda. And if there's a whole group of girls and you're talking crap about one girl, and it's the truth or whatever, then it's spreading around, and so you kind of hide your true feelings, because then it ruins the whole group dynamic with girls, because it's just that way. If you're saying the truth with one girl, you have to say the truth with all of them, but then it's more sensitive. So guys are just more honest from the the street. It's not like you don't put on this facade to try to make things feel better than
Alright, what about
they
you?
are.
What are your thoughts on this?
You know what? I do genuinely wish I could have a relationship with the girl that guys have with their guy friends, because I do think a lot of girls are in competition with each other without saying it. You know what I mean?
Subconsciously.
Yeah. I wish I could have a girlfriend, which I don't. I think. I wish I could have a girlfriend that would be like guys are when they're like loyal to each other, best friends. You know
I brought this up. The reason why I brought this up, ladies, is because you said something like, I don't have competition or whatever. And a lot of women tend to say, no offense, stupid shit like that, where I'm not in a competition, there is no competition, I'm me, men should accept me, and they tend to think I should be accepted the way that I come. What I realize is that we even did it with this test right here. The lack of authenticity in female relationships leads to the delusion, because you guys don't even know that you're competing because your friend is very scared to put your feet to the fire and tell you, you look like shit, hey, you need to do this, X, Y, Z. Very rarely do women actually hold each other accountable and establish hierarchies of you're fucking up, you need to do this to become better. We tell girls, just like you did a second ago, you're a 10, you're perfect, instead of telling her, you know, you could probably be more attractive by doing this, you should shut up a little bit more, stop interrupting niggas when they're speaking, blah, 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 some traits that I can objectively say right now, from literally knowing her for a few hours, but you've known her as a friend and you have been able to put out, or you're scared to put out, but my point is this, women will backbite each other, right, and establish that there's a competition, subconsciously, but not let it be overt, versus men will tell each other, you're a fucking loser, and let each other know that there's a competition overtly. That's the difference between men and women, and this is why women in general don't understand competence hierarchies, and they don't understand that there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not a you get a championship, you get a championship, everybody wins. No. Men understand there's a meritocracy. Women don't operate on meritocracy. They operate on feelings, and let's all be together. Same Center brought up a really good study. They took little boys and little girls, and they found that when little boys play together, they play some type of sport where there's a clearly defined winner. You're better at this, you take this position, etc. They compete. When girls play together, they play house, hopscotch, things that don't have a defined winner. And that's because women don't like competition overtly being put in their face, because it highlights their inadequacies. Girls don't want to hear you're ugly, even though it might be true,
There's no winners
because it
in
hurts their
house
feelings.
or anything like that. Those are like more nurturing, more girl, more feminine type games.
That's my point.
Rather than sports.
That's my point.
Masculine.
That's my point. Women don't understand the concept of competition because it's a masculine thing in general. But that keeps you guys delusional to say the things that you've been saying. There is no competition when in reality you're competing for that 1% guy.
I never said there isn't any competition. I said I'm not focused on any other competition or anything except me, because that's all I can focus on at the end of the day.
Your makeup.
The bottom line is you don't think that there's competition then.
It's always there.
I feel like I'm in competition every day I walk outside.
Yeah.
Why?
That's what it should be.
What do you feel? Like, what's the competition?
For me personally, I just feel like every single day is a challenge in how I present myself, how I'm walking, the people that I surround myself with, the way that I word my words. So I feel like I'm always trying to push myself to be better, so I have that competitive edge in me. I know that I got that from my dad, though. He always told me.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that a competition with yourself or a competition against others? It sounds like you're just trying to better yourself and be the best person.
Look, we're all put on earth to mate with the opposite gender, and whether we want to accept it or not, we're all competing with each other for mating rights of the best mate. And for women, your goal is to get the most competent and higher status man. For men, it's to get the most women possible. That's just how it is. But with men, since it's way more competitive and we have to live in reality, we understand that it's a competition. Women get the privilege of saying that some of the delusional things that you guys have said during the course of this show, where there's no competition, she's a 10, blah, blah, blah. Like that, women are allowed to say stupid shit like that, no offense, because women don't live in reality.
I mean, even right now, why are you wearing makeup? Why?
Because I felt like it.
No, that's not why.
Stop the cap.
What do you mean that's not why?
Take it off then.
Give me a wipe.
All right, we got Tracy. You know what time it is. Get the makeup wipe.
Okay, but I have a question.
No, subconsciously, whenever you go
take it off though.
Oh, you don't take it off. Subconsciously,
you don't want to take it off now?
Instagram posts.
I got some right here.
Nails, eyebrows, lashes. It's all to look better. For who?
For others.
For me.
For others. For me. And you know what's funny about this whole topic here?
For me.
Yeah. You know deep down what you're doing.
I got the makeup back here. If anyone thinks they're a 10 for real. Any of y'all think you're a 10
Yeah, I'm gonna get in on this one right here.
I have a question.
I mean,
I do have a question.
no, I'm going places after this. So.
But hold on, where you going? Where you going? Hold on, nigga. Where you going? Club, right?
I don't know what time it is, if I'm still able to go, but.
But hold on, but you gonna go to the club? Who's gonna be at the club? Yes.
Well, my friend.
No, but who's gonna be at the club?
My friends.
But who else is gonna be there outside of your friend group?
Well, I'm going for my friends.
But who's gonna be there? That's the question.
I don't know. Me. People.
No. Answer the. There you go.
Men and women.
Okay, cool.
Men and women are gonna be
79677.
wearing club attires.
Are they gonna have makeup on?
Probably.
All right, we're in on this one here.
Wearing attire.
Print that motherfucking money, son.
137.
What are they gonna be doing?
Yeah. There's gonna be a hierarchy, right? There's gonna be some niggas in the section.
With other men.
Yeah, but there's gonna be some guys in the
trying to
section.
get other male validation.
But there are gonna be guys in sections. There's gonna be guys not in sections. There's gonna be guys, right? There's gonna be a hierarchy, correct?
I guess.
So for you to compete in that hierarchy, would it be fair to say that you need to look your best?
Sure.
80190.
Yeah, right now.
So aren't you competing with other women at that club?
Bam. That's right.
79668.
Slip up without wearing makeup before.
Do it tonight. Come on, man. Let's do it.
Alright.
Why are you wearing your watch? Why are you wearing your bracelet?
We're not denying competition.
I admit that. You can't admit it.
But why would you buy something? Why would you buy something if it's not for yourself?
Listen, I can be honest.
That just sounds like a dumb investment if you didn't do it for you.
I have multiple watches. Just a stunt. At the same level, it's competition.
79958.
I'm in the club. I'm fucking haters, bagging bitches. But I know what it is. You don't want to admit it. Yeah. That's it.
You think niggas buy watches and cars and stuff shit? Not for us. For us? No, it's for you dumb hoes, man. We would literally live in a one-bedroom studio in a cardboard box.
So that's your competition. That's your competition. A guy still might, a girl still might go for the guy without any of that shit. You just did all that for no reason.
And she gonna leave eventually.
We just found your money and you still ain't done anything.
It's not tough with this competition. You, on the other hand, I like yourself. You like
I'm not lying to myself, though.
I think that you guys are confusing her saying that she doesn't acknowledge the competition means that there is no
Did you
competition.
fuck that shit?
She acknowledged it.
This one I heard, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. She acknowledges.
She
She's
might
just
be the
saying that
best
she's
one.
not thinking
I'm
about
trying
the
to find out if
competition
she's the
because she
best
thinks
one.
she's out of it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a girl on the right side that got
No, I like
that one that you just showed.
the one on the far right.
That
It's
Latina
almost worse
shit.
than saying there is no competition.
Yeah, bro.
It's not.
See, women don't even see
Oh, that one? That's what you're talking about, far right?
That's what you guys are saying.
She's alright with there. The far over there.
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
And notice
It's them
that it's
too.
there is
Like, why are all my
I know,
decisions
I
have to
say
be based at the end of the day of like,
right, I say all the time there's an ecosystem on this planet, but at the same time that doesn't mean that you have to think about the next lion or the next tigress or the next tiger. You don't.
In my group of friends, we actually talked about competition a lot.
Cities, you don't have to worry every single day. So it's still there.
But we've civilized the world so much and we've given women so much attention that they can sit there and say, I don't even acknowledge competition. Bro, I'm in my own world.
I think.
And I would argue saying that you don't even acknowledge competition is cockier than saying that there is no competition.
I guess.
It's been working out good so
That's what you want to say.
You got an A in biology?
Did I get an A in biology?
Yeah.
Clearly not A in stats.
Sure, yeah.
You did?
I did get an A in stats, actually.
There you go. An A in
You got
stats.
A's.
I did in college. Took it a couple semesters ago. I did
Dead to
get
rights,
an A in
nigga.
stats.
There you go, dead to rights. We shot his stats a second ago.
Yeah, and you showed me a positive statistic. At the end of the day, it's still positive, no matter how small the number is. So, and there's literally nothing you can argue against that because it's still a positive number, which means that it's correct.
We tried helping you.
I mean, less than 1% is positive to her.
That's not positive.
That's fine.
So a 0.79 is not positive. Anything above a 0 is
No,
positive.
Understandable. We're just saying.
Oh, I see your logic there.
The odds are not in my favor, so I'm not arguing against that. I never argued against it. I just said the number is still
0.8% chance
positive.
of jumping out of a plane. You should still do it?
Yeah. Would you still jump out of a plane with a 0.79% chance of the
I'm
parachute
talking about
plane?
jumping out of plane.
Friend, keep in mind.
It's your life goal of being with a family.
Why is that my life goal? That's your life goal. I don't know if
You don't
that's
have
my life goal though.
You don't have family?
That's all I want to attain in life.
No, but ultimately, you don't want a family?
That's not my ultimate goal. I think my ultimate goal is just being fucking getting a goddamn house. Like I want a house. I want a property.
So
I want
With nobody in it.
My ultimate goal is not to just start like over after you become a mother and like have kids and get married. Like that's not a life goal. I want to travel. That's the only thing that you want to achieve in life. That's lame. Like that's me, and that's my personal opinion. That's not my life goal. It's just to be a wife and be married.
She don't want to be saved. The lifestyle, you're gonna want a family. Not because you need it, because you're gonna want it. And secondly, actually you do need it. But secondly, I'm gonna say this. To you and to your facts, yes, a house is a great goal to have. But after that, who's gonna be in there? Yourself? No.
But you asked me what my ultimate life goal is. It's not to be a wife or like that's not my life goal. My life's aspiration.
When it's all said and done, you achieve all your goals. What's next? A family. That's the ultimate conclusion to your goals. Because with all the success and house and money, what's the point?
Okay.
Alright, man. Bro. She just want to hear She just
I don't know what's in here.
I guess if it's like
we gotta close this thing out right here. Alright, let's go ahead and Lieutenant up though. Question everybody, have your parents ever talked to you or asked you about your sex or sex life, about sex or your sex life? If so, how did it go? Cancel the Fifth Amendment. Alright, we'll start here and then work our way. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, but like, my people were kind of okay with what was going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what did they say to you?
Okay, when I was in high school, my mom came to me and was kind of just like, okay, are you gonna tell me when you have sex? And I was just like.
Just like that.
I was just like, probably not like the day it happens, but I'll definitely bring it up. And then when I was having sex and she knew I was sexually active, she was kind of just like, okay, but that nigga better be doing something. Or that girl better be doing something.
Oh, or that girl.
Yeah, I'm bisexual.
Your wife is extremely aquatic in her hot tub.
Yeah, there's a water tank come on. She sat like a good in my hot tub for 6 hours.
She made me a squirtle.
And I didn't even touch.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, Citrus. John's a not your wife. I don't remember because I suppressed the memories of being trans looking like women. She looks trans. She looks like a.
Do you know what she looks like?
She looks ugly as. Well, your wife has a face for rape.
Citrus is the biggest I've seen in the street.
Chill out. No, she could be a model.
Saying,
a model? What?
For gloves.
Yeah, a knuckle model. Yeah, no, but seriously, I'll tell you this, because we're making fun of her, she tried to fake charge. Jack, if you've ever been afraid of a woman trying to fake charge, remember Citrus and her did it to us, to him.
Yeah.
So that means they do it to you if they're in trouble with you. People who do fake charges, one of the jobs they deserve to go to prison.
Yeah.
How are we now? Aiden, are your friends making fake charges? These are your homies.
How about we just talk about the fact that your buddies, Aiden, are stalkers of us? They tried jumping me last Twitch.
They watch every stream.
They watch streams. They jumped me this TwitchCon, lost. Yeah. Know everything about it. Do fake charges. Dude, just take the hell.
Yes. Just
take the hell, bro.
How you guys deleted your tweets? That was good. That's taking the hell. But jumping in chat and saying, yo, you're making fun of my wife, so you're. Bro, he's Like if Mike's gonna anyone.
Ain't gonna be that.
Man.
I don't have a way to get her a green card, dude.
You wanna hear something crazy, Jack? For 1 year straight, they've been sneak dissing and we ignored it to be like mature because we're a little older. And now we get to
We're sneak dissing.
It's great.
And bro, I can't show
I don't know. I was
don't
paying attention.
care. I don't even. I can't even lie. As much as.
Yeah.
Wait, I actually don't know.
Which Aiden Ross moderator is that? Yo, which Aiden Ross moderator?
Yeah, I bet so, huh?
Yeah.
We're pushing 40? That's what. I'd rather be pushing 40. I'd rather be pushing 40 with a in my hot tub than married.
Yeah, but yo, I don't think Citrus was talking. I think that was Primsel. Primsel, did you get your follower count up? Let it all out, baby girl. Alright. Who's talking now? Primsel, you
So
talk.
this here
Thank you for the content. Who's
is
next?
already pushed up.
Hey, we want
It already took this shit, bang, and then fake motherfuckers out. And now it's going down. So I'll look for this shit to get back up in here.
Come on, we're the content. How are you gonna mute the content?
This is what they do. They try to get that clip. They try to get the clip of coins. And then they do.
So, do you recognize any of these names?
I swear on everything. I don't know what.
Who's Primsel? I've seen that name.
Never, no idea.
I know Fear about school.
I have no idea what any of these people are. I don't know a single person.
Alright, we're back. No, we're not back. Why are they so afraid? Why would you add me if you want to leave?
Just leave, dude.
No, this is content. Oh, they ended the space.
Yes, they ended the space. Yo, join. Second we join, Citrus doesn't even talk and they end the space.
Yeah, why didn't you talk?
And there it is. You see the fake manipulation they try to do? You muted yourself. This is what they try to do. If you guys missed the main thing that people aren't talking about, they were not invited to the party. I don't know them. No one sent them the address. They showed up to a house that they found through an address through some dogs and showed up and pressed me. So people are like, yo, you were bullying this kid. What are you like? No, it's not true. I don't know who he is. He came, and immediately this guy grabs me. He like comes up to me. He's like, they're not grabbing me violently. He's like, yo, what's the problem with Citrus? I go, I don't know who Citrus. I don't have no problem with Citrus. I don't know Citrus. I swear on everything. I thought he was black.
And we didn't know that she's in our house in a hot tub. We didn't even know.
Oh yeah, that's what Citrus.
We don't even know.
I don't even remember her name. Citrus hates me because I did a hot tub stream with his girlfriend.
And he's so nice to Aiden, and now the only way I like Aiden is if he cuts out those. And I'm not saying this because they jumped my best friend. They're leeches. One in the chat of those guys, they're literally. At least when I collect Aiden, I bring in 240,000.
Let me prove it. If you were in their position, would you not be alive 8 hours a day riding that wave? You know what John did when I started blowing up? You know what I did when John skyrocketed to popularity? I'm John's boy. I'm going live every day. Oh, they're boys.
Hey, you might went crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta give him his credit for that. He got snuck, chunked, and got out of that looking like a W. That's just bad looks, bro.
You gotta think about it. When Mike got him on the ground, the only reason Mike won, bro, was because Mike was like able to like hurry up and twist and turn and get up. While it would take Sweater a little longer to get up. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why life is real, chat. It ain't no games in real life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready for everything. No, bro. But who the is this dude, chat? Who is this dude right here, though? He put his hands on his neck, like, put your face on the... Oh, no, Chad. Oh, God, what am I watching, bro? What am I watching?
Who the... Hey, this mother... Just for that? Clipped it? I see you in real life. I'm smacking you in the face. You sweet ass...
Oh, maybe it will.
You're sweet, bro. Your name is sweet. Nah, bro. Don't
you that begs someone to do nothing. I beg no one to do nothing. Yeah, I see you in real life now. I'm smacking you, but I'm security.
Right? Otherwise, he's not going to take you seriously. You are the easy chick. And that is the reality of body positivity.
You know what? Listen, the Raiders need help at right tackle, so maybe she could.
I'm straightforward that way, but that's part of you either self-improve or you lower your expectations. That's those options.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, those
But
options.
here's the thing.
This is live, Fresh and Fit live right now.
A professional matchmaker to tell her you need to self-improve. See, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This is why women are delusional. She has to get a professional to tell her that she's fat. You want to know how men know that they're fat or they're losers? They just go outside. Hey, you're a fat slob. Girls don't want to talk to you. You don't get calls returned. People don't respond, etc. Men get real-time reflection of where they stand in the sexual marketplace. Women don't.
We're actually getting the opposite. We're getting the opposite because we have a society that panders to women and tells them you don't have to change a damn thing and you can get something you've never gotten before. So that's
Can we also mention that he smashed her? So, Dr. Smashed her.
he got his dinner plate.
What's even worse is
She did thank her.
You were trying to say something?
Ashley.
So what's even worse is like when a girl is fat, like let's say we're sitting on this right now, like somebody writes like, I'm a fucking fat slob. Like most girls be like, oh girl, you got a fat ass. So don't worry, don't care what them they say. They lie to each other all the time instead of just being like,
Okay, so a girl saying she has a fat ass when she's 200 pounds is like saying I have a fast car.
Yeah, Rolo's looking buff, son.
Fell down fast.
You know who Rolo Tomasi is?
That guy?
That guy right there, yeah. He got on some TRT lately.
How did this guy get famous?
He's the Red Pill Godfather, bro. He wrote fucking The Rational I'm not sure how many books he wrote, but he's the Rational Male. He's one of the founders of writing about the sexual dynamics between men and women.
So you guys all think Hell Inflation is real too? Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll read some of these chats, and I think we did have some question. One of the guys asked a pretty good question here. If you met a guy, and he
Rumble also plays it on my phone, the audio, while it's cast in here. I just noticed that and turned it off.
He checked all your boxes off, etc. What would you ensure to get that second date?
Oh shit.
I mean, there's really no way of ensuring it. I'm not going to be the one to ask you, but I might initiate it saying, would you like to go do something on Wednesday, right? Or like set an actual day, time.
Well, outside of you actually asking him, what would you do from your actions and your
17
behaviors to
on
ensure?
GCAD.
Act as myself. I'm not going to portray myself to be something that I'm not. And either you like me or you don't. That's it. And I'm not going to fake myself just to get a second date with you, and then later on I'm going to...
So you would do nothing, and you would do nothing to get a second date?
She's the number one pole dancer in Vegas. I think that's enough.
Damn, NCAD's already going up to this double dick, the second dick.
Deal for the second date for sure.
Yeah, could you imagine if you were doing this and we just told guys, just act yourself, man.
No, bitch, GVP, CAD.
The girls, nothing.
Act yourself, man.
I really do. I really would just act myself. And if you don't like me, then that's okay. There's plenty other men who will come and probably ask me on a second date who are just as handsome.
There you go. Dude, that is so important. Like, I think guys need to understand that, like, girls don't feel the need to impress you or go super hard because there's so many other guys that will be there right behind you. So, yeah. Okay.
And they're constantly reminded.
Well, until they get a bit older, like right over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
I would probably do.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta
Yeah.
go, but nice to meet you guys. Thank you for saying bye. Thank you.
Oh, she walking out?
Hey, just so the girls know,
Yeah.
if you leave early, we're taking your name off the thing. Like, we don't play that shit, but it's fine. Go ahead. You made your decision. It's fine. But we move different here at Fresh and Fit, man. Okay.
I would probably do something maybe
Yeah, I missed what Boo said.
uncharacteristic of myself if I knew that it was something that would like impress it or something that he would. So for instance, I've
Same
been
shit,
so
17.
like fucked over by
Right.
religion. I'm kind of done with religion at this point. But if I knew he was religious,
Yeah.
I would probably be open to hearing about his religion. Maybe even like if I wanted to be his wife, maybe even joining or going with him to church. Like something that would probably be very uncharacteristic, like against maybe.
You've
some of his
acquiesced to him.
Yes.
All right. What about you? What would you do?
Let's get money.
To ensure a second date.
I usually know when I'm on my. Sorry. I usually.
Damn, yeah, I pulled the trigger too early on this one. This one might tag out the first dick
If
easy.
I like would actually vibe with the person, whatever the word. If I click with the person,
drop down,
if
bitch.
I end up clicking with them and I actually want the second date, I would usually probably just ask like, hey, we're gonna meet up again.
You just go with that, take that. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm actually not like opposed to being the person to even ask to go on the first date, or to be like, okay, hey, when are we gonna do this, or.
When you go out with women, are you the more dominant one?
Yeah,
when you
more
have?
dominant. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Like I would like to be the more submissive with men, but sometimes I like jumping the gun. Because I usually know what I want.
No, that's fine. That's fine. All right. What about you?
I would start off by being appreciative of the date, which I always am, but I think just really reinforcing that, like, I had a really lovely time with you, thank you so much, would love to do this again. I think that's an important thing, because then it signals to him that, like, you're open to meeting
The
up.
bitch with the red hair reminds
I'd
me of
also
Cara
think
Maria.
maybe, an active physical touch, either a kiss or, like, a light, you know, hand, because that also just confirms to him that you're willing to be a little bit more intimate.
Okay.
And
Though, are you gonna initiate that keynote, or are you gonna have him do it?
I think if it's something like I had such a great time, then that's more initiating, but if it's a kiss, I'd be receptive to it.
Okay.
And then the third thing I would do is, if I was still unsure and I really liked him, I would definitely send him a text, which is a little unconventional for me, to text men first, because I always like to see, you know, if they have that willingness to lead. But I would send him a text, I would just reinforce that I'd love to see him again.
Okay.
And, or, you know, try to maybe send him like an Instagram DM of some sort.
You mentioned.
I accept those tips. Those are good tips.
Very good tips. You mentioned touch, right? Question for you. What if you had sex with him? That be a part of that guarantee?
On the first date?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking to the wrong person. What if? I mean, I don't live in that world, but I suppose hypothetically, if I were to, I actually think if I really liked a guy, I wouldn't. Not that I do that in general ever, but I would really want to make sure, if that was my nature, that I didn't, because I think why by the time when you're gonna get the milk for free.
Okay.
But if I did sleep with him on the first date, I would probably think that that was conveying to him that I liked him. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
Very much so.
I agree with that.
What would you do to ensure a second date?
For me, I would definitely be appreciative of the day, let him know, reassure him, and
How would you go about that specifically?
I mean, you know, I would say it. I would say thank you very much. I would text him after the date, you know, let him know I had a good time, and I would continue to engage with him, communicate
Oh
with
shit,
him.
did it get this
So
double dick
he
here?
obviously knows.
Okay.
Give him a signal that yes, I'm available.
All right. What about you?
I also agree, be appreciative, physical touch would be awesome, and then just kind of like be a good listener.
What would you do to ensure that second date, ladies?
I feel like I'm pretty forward now.
Assuming the first date went well, you checked all your boxes off, etc. What would you
Take me out again, motherfucker.
Yeah, double dicks in.
Or start planning something already, like, if you see something while you're together, start talking about it. Oh, we should go there, we should do that.
I feel like you give him a plug. You know what I like to do?
That's her love language.
Can we go to the dispensary this time?
Don't get them too high.
Alright, so we'll read some of these chats. And then, I was gonna say, did any of you ladies have a question? Well, I know you guys.
Where was that? I was on GCAT.
Yeah, we know. Okay. I'll answer while he pulls this up. It's 50 up, by the way.
Yeah, cool.
So
You ain't getting out of it.
No, I'll answer it. So
I don't want to know.
Yeah, no worries. As you guys know, Angie's my main girl. But we're in an open relationship, open only on my end, of course, closed on her end. But she gets certain benefits that other girls will never get. She's a great girl. And we went on our first date to North Italian.
Damn. If I would have just moved my take profit, look at this shit.
Italian spot, nothing too fancy. It's right there.
That was from last night.
And yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, that would have ran so high. Look at this shit. What would this have been?
Shit.
Or before.
Well,
Almost an 8, 1 to 8, bro.
But Angie
What a stupid
has
motherfucker.
Other redeeming qualities where I said this girl is, because my thing is this: getting laid isn't important. That's not what it is. Because once you get to a certain level, you hook up with girls, you realize, oh, you're fucking useless, you're a pain in the ass, I don't like you that much, etc. She added value way outside of that stuff. Like that I don't even care about that. I mean, that's gay person. We don't even hook up like that much. She adds value outside. She helps with my true crime channel, Fed Reacts. She helps with the researching. She cooks, she cleans. She fucking, when I go to Columbia, she like pack my condoms and shit. Like, you're not gonna find a girl like that. So she has a strong father, comes from a strong family.
She's the opposite of Cardi B. There you go.
Yeah, she's here with me now. She's a great girl, and I really can't think of anything bad to say about her besides she's a midget. She walks really short, but she walks really slow. Other than that, she's a great girl, man. And
That's awesome. It wasn't supposed to be anything like a curveball. It's just maybe.
That's fine. I asked her more comfortable questions. I need to answer them as well. But yeah, no, I'm proud of her. That's why I say.
Fresh, where did you take your girl?
Thank you.
Huh? Where'd you take your girl for the first time?
Well, actually, I brought her into my frame. So we had a party for YouTube, hitting 1 million subscribers. I invited her to the party. We talked for the first time there. Obviously, things happened, and it was a great time. She enjoyed it.
That was a date.
That's really cute.
And typically, she doesn't go on dates with people who just like. So, for example, the whole party itself, she would never go on. She didn't like me at all. So, but that's just a question earlier.
Yeah. Michael Sartain.
It's different. So like I'm hosting a bikini competition with 70 women, and I meet her there, and we end up hooking up in Mexico, like at the resort.
In Cabo?
Huh?
In Cabo?
Take her.
Devil.
Phone can part.
Yeah. No. And then from there, I was just like, hey, listen, I want to make plans for you to come back and visit me in Vegas. And I don't even know if she took it seriously at the time, and then she flew out to see me, but. I mean, that was our first. It wasn't really a date. We're on an inclusive resort out, on the beach for an entire week, and that's kind of how it worked out.
And I want to say this too, because a lot of girls tend to have this misconception that if a guy hooks up with me too quickly, he's not going to take me seriously, whatever. What I've come to realize, and what I tell a lot of girls is, if you're going to hook up with a guy, quickly, make sure that you add value quickly, where you distinguish yourself from other girls. Because if he just hooks up with you and you're just like a regular girl and you don't do shit, you don't cook, you don't clean, you don't like you don't add value right away, that guy's like, man, this girl's fucking useless, what the fuck? But if you do something right after the fact that he hooks up with you, he's like, whoa, what the hell? And it's memorable, right? He's gonna go like, okay, I need to keep this girl around. So just because a guy has sex quickly with you doesn't necessarily mean that you're disqualified from the race. It's just that you need to add value quickly, and I think that's where women fuck up.
That's exactly
Rolo, you've been married for quite some time.
27 years.
Where was your first date, brother?
Let's see. I met my wife at a gig, of course, and then I think our first date was at a Mexican restaurant in Tahoe, actually.
Okay, tacos.
Yeah, no, a little more than that, but but that was our first date and the first time we kissed her, actually. In the parking lot. She knows that.
Okay.
You were trying to say something?
I was gonna say, yeah, I slept with my boyfriend on the first date, and I would think that I would wait, but it's like if you like somebody, and I added a lot of value to him because I work actually longer days than him, but I work 1 day less. I have 4 10s, but it takes me an hour and a half to get to work there and back. And then I still come home and I don't want him to touch a pot or a pan. Like, let me cook for you, and it's gonna be a fresh meal every single night with your lunch the next day.
I understand.
And here's the other thing too I want to say, but women don't understand that most guys go through life and they never really get real genuine good treatment from women. Most guys don't even get have never even gotten a gift from a girl. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean? So little gestures, if you give it to a guy, he's gonna remember that shit.
The girls before me were 22, 23, 21, but none of them did anything for him but just give him great sex.
Yeah.
It's okay, yeah, you can have great sex. It's not bad for me, but I'm gonna give you also a lot more than that. All his stuff is ready in the morning. I don't complain about my day to him and say I'm gonna come home angry. It's very peaceful in our house. It always is clean. He always has food in his stomach, and he has a place to vent every single time. But it took me a long time to get to there, and actually it was kind of because of him. He was my first Red Pill podcast that I listened to. Didn't know what Red Pill was, wasn't a feminist, but at the same time, I think I was more raised to be an independent woman more than a wife, and I didn't understand the difference. And then I started watching him, and then I watched a little bit of you guys, and I'm like, oh man, I am being very masculine and deterring, being the man that I want, but I'm being the man also with a man.
Gotcha.
That made sense.
You're being the man that you're attracted to.
15
and I was
USDHC.
being too dominant, and I was actually I was pushing really good men away. Although I did date a lot of terrible people that were mean to me, but I really was not doing the best I can as a woman, and I started to realize man, I need to chill out, listen, understand I need to provide peace and do a
That's good,
little
and I'm really glad that you woke up, because a lot of girls don't realize this until when it's too late, and it's damn, it's way past the time. And I've always said girl game, Guy game is being able to attain the girl and get the sex. Girl game is being able to retain the guy after you fuck him. And I would argue that's where most girls fail, is they're not able to keep the guy after they have sex with them.
Because I mean, even like when let's say he messes up, we get in a fight. My friends are giving me advice of like, oh fuck that, I would never accept that. You did it. I'm like,
I have gotten that so much from my friends, and I've also gotten like, well, how do you know if you haven't tried more guys? And I'm like, it's good and I'm happy. Why do I need to try everybody?
There's a prime example
I
of
don't
today.
know.
Tyrese and his wife. So Tyrese married this woman, right? Give her everything, give her the world, and her friends got in her ear and said, "Hey, listen, he's not doing enough. You know, you could do better than him. He's not really your type anyway. You should leave him." She left him, and she's coming back now saying, "You know what? I messed up. He's a great man. I don't know why I left." She said, "I felt like my friends were telling me the truth. I listened to them." And she regrets it totally now.
Let me ask you this question as a matchmaker. As a matchmaker, how much do you have to tell women to not listen to their vulturous friends?
Vulturous.
Well,
I'm
a
stealing
lot of
that. That's a
so
good, that's
I
a
don't
good
have
one.
to tell them that too often because they pay me for that, to give them that good advice.
Yeah.
But on my social media page, a lot of the things
But
I
do their friends like tell them advice that contradicts what you tell them?
No, that's the
Of course,
floor.
in family sometimes too.
So
yeah.
you have to give them like almost a pep
Yes.
talk, like don't listen to what people say, listen to what the
Is
fuck
there
I
actually
tell
no
them.
A lot of
checks?
it, yes, and a lot of it is also don't listen to what big dating advice influencers tell you, which is usually you don't have to change yourself for a man, you're perfect as you are, the right person is going to just show up and come and, you know, cross your fingers and close your eyes and say these affirmations.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
fuck.
might help you with your confidence internally, but that's not necessarily a roadmap to success in your love life. And I tell women, and I know this is like, I've had a lot of pushback with this, because it's like, oh, we already hear the biological clock. But I think women should be scared shitless to be childless. And I think that should be the driver in your dating decisions. You should be looking for men who you could see as the father to your future children.
Make motherhood cool again.
Well,
my
it's
God.
absolutely cool.
Put a baby in her.
And now they're saying like, oh, I can be a single mother. I can go to like a sperm bank. And it's like, who wants to raise a child without an actual like male to like help them out?
Successful women.
It's
Successful women. I work with a lot of very successful alpha boss babe women, educated, and that's why they like me, because I'm kind of those things on paper, I suppose. So I had one client, for example. She sold her business for $20 million. She is extremely out of shape, almost 300 pounds, and she had 2 baby daddies. And for her, it was literally just, I want to have a child with any guy, but those men are absent. And there's good things that come with having a child, but look at your men as, could this man be the father of my child, right? Because then it does turn into single motherhood, and statistics show that the kids are impacted by that.
Girls need dads.
Scholastically, well, 2-parent households are statistically shown to improve the child's performance in school, childhood obesity, loneliness epidemic is huge right now too. 1 in 4 adults are lonely right now. And so we need to also make being in relationships cool again. And I think what the problem is a lot of women have unrealistically high expectations and standards. Like I was talking to one of my girlfriends today, and she said to me, we were talking about this podcast, she said to me, you need to go on there and say men need to be more successful. That's what she wanted me to say.
They need to be taller and have larger
Correct.
penises.
Well,
All of them just get richer. All of you just, men, why can't you step up and just be richer and better looking?
And I said to her, you know, but women also need to provide value to those types of men, because those types of men have, you know, the pick of the litter. And
There's 50 other women vying for that position. Is he gonna turn them down? No, he doesn't have to. And that's what a lot of girls don't realize.
I also think a lot of women I've coached and worked with in matchmaking overestimate their sexual marketplace value because of their education and the money that they've made. And a lot of it, they need to put more focus on, and I know it sounds superficial, but they need to put more focus in their nurturing abilities and their appearance.
I hate to pick on you, and I really appreciate you being here because we have such opposite opinions of things, so thank you. But honestly, you mentioned way earlier about the Peter Pan effect, right, on men right now, but that's what actually attracted me to the man I was with, was the fact that he was so fun and outgoing, and I don't want to control him, I don't want to change him, as long as he's respectful to me, does what he needs to do at the end of the day, but he still wants to act almost not so much immature, but wants to just have fun and be lively. I love that. I think that would be great for maybe a father one day, right? Because then he's wanting to have that same type of relationship with potentially kids
How
in the
long have you
future.
guys been together?
We've been together
6 months.
Yep,
Okay.
6 months.
How old are you again?
I'm 28.
Okay, so we're the same age, right?
Right.
But we're also really different. In the sense that, you know, I think there are two types of people when it comes to dating. There are people who are like, I'm just looking for someone to love me as I am. And then there are people who are like, I'm looking for someone who I am, who is going to provide status and who is going to elevate me and who we're going to elevate each other, right? And I look at a lot of times marriage, for example, as, and this sounds bad, but I do look at it as like a business in a lot of ways. Because that's someone who you're going to be making those decisions with. And
that's all it was in, like,
for history,
dynasties and like empires, everything. Marriage was a contract, a business contract.
It was a tax-free transfer of wealth between families.
And it was to create alliances and strategy.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Take that with a grain of salt, though, because I know that's the first thing anybody says. This is what marriage was really about. But you got to remember, you're talking about the Medici family and like high Renaissance, and we're making all of these power plays.
That's
by,
true.
like,
Aristocrats.
You know what? The commoners and the serfs and the peasants and the schmucks working in the mud, they got married too.
That's true. That's true.
They still did the same damn thing. So it wasn't just.
Well, I think the point you're trying to make though is like you're in love with your boyfriend, right? That's like
correct.
What I gauged from that.
You guys love each other?
Yes.
Oh shit.
We actually just moved in together this week.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it took us, and I will say this.
Have you guys had a talk yet?
About children in the future?
No, about like
cheating?
No.
Pole dancing?
Yeah. That talk is gonna come.
Actually, no,
That talk is coming,
and it's
trust me.
totally okay, and I don't want to give away too much because it's a very, very small industry. But he was actually involved in the adult
17 on
film
Cat
industry of things. And so when he meets me, he's like, not to say that anything else was bad because he had relationships for 5-6 years with other women who were in the industry that he absolutely loved. But when he meets me, he's like, you're an absolute like angel comparatively
1.32
to other things, right? And I don't want to say that women who are in the sex industry are not right, do not bring value, because that's not true. There's a reason why he stayed with those women. But
idealism, thinking that it would work, but it normally never does.
It took us about 2.5, almost 3 months before we even slept together.
Is he older?
He is.
How much older?
He's 40s. Like I said, I don't want to give away way too more.
That means
wait. So he never pushed to have sex with you, or you?
No, he was very, very respectful. We were together day and night, every single day. We had so much fun. We enjoyed each other's company. We got to know each other through and through with everything. He actually came with me on 3-4 trips that I went on for pole dancing.
And you guys never hooked up?
We never hooked up. He got to know me like through and through to my soul, and now we've moved in together, and I couldn't imagine almost a better partner in life.
Alright. Well, that talk is still gonna come though.
You paying the bills?
We split bills. Happily.
So I think that's the key, right? Because I think what we started out basically trying to disagree with what I was saying, right? Because you have a different perspective.
Right.
And the reason I think you have a different perspective is because you have different expectations. I would never be with a man where we were splitting bills because I'm already paying my own bills. So for me, I want a guy who is superior to me. And I don't know if that's
keeps it real.
I don't know if that's the case with you.
And
so that's why I think that's where the maybe different perspective
That's why you're gonna
comes
be
in.
single for the rest of your life.
So he
I don't think that's the case. I think that's
I would say roll up. I'm confused with that.
No, well, it's the same thing, but I know what you're.
No, but you're saying she wants someone superior to her.
Yeah, I know. But on this show, we do the delusion calculator all the time.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
so,
now I get it.
No, I was gonna say because and I think I even asked you this on the very first show that we did. Because I said,
the same thing you said to CJ last time.
CJ as well,
CJ
right?
Sparks.
Women are making money, like especially in OnlyFans, in the sex industry. And,
did you put her through the calculator?
I do.
Not her, but we did. We have done it. We do it all the time on this show. And so when we talk about when we do about the calculator, women tend to want a guy that is making more money than them, is superior to them physically, is superior, like he was just asking all the questions, 6 feet tall, 6-pack abs, 6-figure income, blah, blah, blah. The problem is that women are becoming the men that they want to marry in the first place.
Yeah.
So you're like, I want a guy who's superior to me. Okay, well, how much money do you make? I make 6 figures. He's got to make at least 6 figures and then half again as much as I made, right? Or he has to be
Let's have
somewhat, he's got to be somewhat, do you want me to call it up?
No, we're going to pull up our calculator right now, but just to make things nice and easy, how tall, what's the bare minimum height for your guy that you want, your ideal guy that you want?
You would want to have kids with you?
I would ideally like at least 5'11".
Okay. Income per year, annual? Go ahead, just keep it 1,000. Go ahead, just say
It's got to be more than yours again. So and probably buy an extra 20 or 50%.
So I have attracted millionaires before, dated millionaires before. So I would say that's probably. But you know what? Let's bare minimum. I would say at least 400.
$400,000 a year bare minimum. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, and then does it matter what race he is? White, black, Hispanic? Okay, what do you want?
Caucasian.
Okay, white. All right, and then
age.
Age. Minimum age and max age.
Listen, I know it's a small dating pool. I know it's a very small dating pool.
I know.
I know I'm so delusional. I know.
Minimum age and minimum age.
Minimum
max.
age 36. Maximum age 49, 50.
Okay. Do you care about his education level? You're an Ivy League grad.
No.
You don't?
No.
Doesn't matter.
Because there are a lot of self-made men who dropped out of college.
Do you care if he's obese?
Obese is different than overweight. So I would like someone who's not overweight, but I would say overweight. You know, you can lose the weight when you're with someone like me.
Can he be obese? Is the question. The answer is no.
No.
Okay. And obviously he can't be married, right? You wouldn't.
No.
Okay.
Not on record. Okay.
We got our calculator.
Tell me how delusional I am.
So here's the thing: how delusional do you think you are? Like, what percentage of men do you think that is?
I think it's the 1% of the 1%.
1% of the 1%.
Yeah, I know it's a small dating pool, but I also believe and have worked on bringing value myself.
Sure. It's the 2% of the 1%.
Roll your eyes.
It's it's the 2% of the 1%. It is 0.022% of
Wait,
men.
which calculator? Do you have I got the Standards Pro?
Yeah.
We got a more accurate one.
Okay.
So the one we have actually goes off the U.S. Census Bureau and from the National Health Survey. So all men in the United States. So we can go ahead. You got the link?
And you just said it to me.
Just call it out.
Actually, you know what? Just put it on your. We could put it on our phone. We're gonna plug in these numbers.
This is based on ideals. I know it's like want what you want, get what you get. You know.
Go back. You guys were discussing something. I want you guys to go ahead and finish your discourse. Go ahead.
So, like I was just saying, I enjoy the fact that he is fun and lively and a little bit on the wild side. Cause so am I. There's a reason why people call me spicy, right? He doesn't want to control that in me. He says, you know, like as long as you're okay, you're respectful in life, you do what you need to do. Like, I love you just the way that you are. And that's really hard to find. A lot of people who don't want to change.
That chick's super plain.
Actually, but I wouldn't be opposed to him if he wanted to step out later on in our relationship and the life and everything, like in like 10, 15 years. Like, because I understand that love can become very
I'm
complicated.
texting him now and telling him that. I'm letting him know right now.
Watching, so
I'm sure he is.
Yeah,
all your boyfriends watch my show. I have no doubt.
What's the point?
Yeah, what do you guys disagree on specific? Okay, so you disagree because you want a guy who's like, okay, you want a provider. You want a traditional provider that's gonna.
I would never say to man more.
The money aspect of things. You said that you would not be okay with splitting the bills, and you need a man who's a little bit more of a high earner. And honestly, I do make a really large sum of money for my age bracket, and it's unrealistic. So
I get it.
For most people,
I get it. But here's the thing that I will say that maybe is going to insult you. I would not date a man who was ever involved in the sex industry.
I am in the sex industry myself.
Yeah, and I would also never become that type of woman myself. So that is the difference. And I know that might sound insulting, and it's not to insult or put you down. It's just when I say we're different, the types of men I'm going for are not going to look at, respectfully, someone who is a pole dancer as wifey material. And the men that I'm going for are definitely not going to have any sex industry work. That is like I just will not.
It's just their ideals and their values are going to be quite some different.
More wholesome, yeah.
Got the stats?
Ooh.
He's pulling it up right now.
I have a question for
She's offended by wholesome?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Describe an alpha female.
An alpha female?
I've heard other people say this, and you're like, not alpha, not alpha.
No,
I want to hear this.
Alright, so let me explain. Take the glasses off for this one. Okay, so when women say I'm an alpha female, they're really not an alpha female. What they're doing is they're using a male context for what they think alpha is and what they think beta is. So when I think of like women who call themselves an alpha female, it's usually like somebody like Sheryl Sandberg from like, she used to be the CEO of Facebook, or like one of these Fortune 500, bad bitches who's like the top 10 richest females in the world, right? When women call themselves alpha females and they're running their business and they make their own damn money and everything else, they're basing their understanding of alpha on an alpha male. Okay, so from the position of I've got a good job, I've got my shit together, got my education together, I got the money, I got the bag, and everything else. Where's my man, right? Well, the problem is you're a woman and you become the man that you wanted to marry, and so all the guys that you would possibly even consider are never going to measure up to the level of achievement that you've gotten by following an alpha male sort of tract in your life.
Because a man wants the opposite.
Okay, so from an evolutionary biological sense, an alpha female is a woman who is probably a sex worker, someone who has big breasts, nice hourglass, figure, someone a woman who can outclass other women in sexual prowess in the sexual marketplace, who has the thing, who maximizes femininity rather than masculinity, because alpha is the way that women see alpha is from their examples are alpha males, and they want to be like that because, like I said before, we've conditioned 4 generations of women right now to think that the best thing to be is just like the men that they wanted to marry. And by the way, when I say women have become the men that they wanted to marry, I'm not the one that coined that term. It was Gloria Steinem in 1970 during the militant feminism years that keeps getting repeated today on this very in 2023. So all of this rhetoric that got started during the late 60s and early 70s, we're still repeating it over and over and over again right now. So when we say alpha female, it's the bad bitch, but it's based on a male archetype, not on a female archetype. The female archetype would look like a hot swimsuit model.
Well, consider like a man who is alpha, let's just say an alpha male, he would be more desirable financially, so someone that you'd want to hire, the NFL quarterback or the linebacker, the man who's incredibly competent, right, the CEO who knows how to make a lot of money for his company, or the man who's physically attractive or attractive to women in some other reason, we'd call him alpha, or he'd be a leader of men, like a military commander. Those 3 concepts then applied to a female would make her less attractive. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like his alphaness makes him more attractive and more competent. Her literally desiring those things in and of itself is a catch-22 situation, because she becomes less attractive in that she wants to become alpha or that she does become alpha. I do not want a woman who is a leader of men. That does not turn me on.
So alpha female would be the female who can pull the most men.
I don't know that the term doesn't fit. Does that make sense?
I think when I was
it's like the biggest penis on a woman. How does that work?
Yeah,
how does the biggest penis on a woman work?
How does that? You're saying. That makes sense. I see that. Okay.
I think when I used to say that, I used to be like, oh, I'm an alpha female. I did used to use that all the time. But I felt that way when I was dating women, because I'm like, I used to take my girlfriend out.
You took charge.
Yeah, I mean, I took her out for $10,000 shopping sprees, and and she's.
I feel like even the most alpha, whatever, female, self-proclaimed, proclaimed by others, whatever, will still defer to a man.
To women, not men.
See,
it was one man and.
That's what I'm saying is.
This is interesting because like she's talking about even in a homosexual relationship, there's still a dominant and a submissive.
Yeah.
There's still a masculine and a feminine, even.
And then my first time dating a guy, or not dating a guy, but like I really wanted a serious relationship with a guy, I still kind of treated him like a woman, and then when I wanted him to be a man, I realized how hard it was to be a man. I'm like, man, like if I get pregnant and this house burns down, who's gonna save me? Not him. I gotta put everybody, my dog and him on my back, and I gotta save us all. So I started realizing like I don't actually want to be with a woman. I want to be with a real man, but I just like want to have. What is it called when you want women together?
Polygyny.
So that's what I like.
I would give the functional equivalent, like a woman that says, you know, I'm an alpha female. That's like me, you know, going and getting manicures and wearing heels on Saturdays and saying, oh yeah, I'm a super pretty boy.
See,
like, you know, what the fuck? I'm a feminine man. I'm a feminine man. That doesn't make sense. Like, you know, it's very unattractive, and I don't think women grasp that, like how unattractive it is when she's loud, she's rambunctious. Like, that's like me wearing heels and coming up to you and saying, oh, let's go on a date. You'd be like, what the fuck? Ew. That's how men feel when women act. Like,
apply the alpha term to
not to sound racist, but there's a reason why African American women score low on dating apps in general as far as like approval ratings. And the reason why is because they have a bad stigma, and I can say this is a black guy, they have a bad stigma for being masculine, unfortunately. And masculinity is not something that men in general find attractive.
No, but like, if you ever think about it for African American, so my mom is black, and I only grew up with my mom and my two older brothers. But like I told you before, my mom only taught me how to be an independent, strong woman because she struggled and she doesn't want me to struggle. So she said, don't rely on a man. Go get what you gotta get. And so I never understood, oh, hey, like, this clock is ticking. Hey, you want to actually have kids, or hey, like, this is the family dynamic you want. I'm thinking, I don't want to be left behind. I don't want to be broke like my mom. I don't want to be struggling. So I need to get my own, be a bad bitch, be this, be that. And then my mom's like cheering me on, like, yeah, go to college, F these guys. And then as soon as like I get a boyfriend, let's say the boyfriend does something stupid, like, let's say he didn't take out the trash. This is why I tell you, you don't need a man. You know,
and that's a very, you know, it's so many women like are indoctrinated by that, especially in the black community where there's no fathers, so you have women basically acting like men and like women, and they tell them, and they say, fuck man, niggas ain't shit, blah blah blah. We know what it is, right? So it's just.
We teach women fear. That's why we teach women. Like I said before, the last 4 generations, we've taught women to distrust. Period. They're either Homer Simpson. They're like, you know, goofy dad that mom has to, like, you know, save them from themselves, right? And then you've got the guy then there's the guy who's the borderline abusive guy. He's gonna send you to the women's shelter kind of, you know, thing. We can't trust that guy either. And then there's the new millennial / Zoomer guy who is incompetent, can't drive a stick shift, doesn't know how to tie a tie.
I'm finding a lot of feminine men these days. Like, a lot of very, like, men that, like, allow so many things to affect them. Like, I dated somebody that I really liked, and I thought he was a very masculine man, and then something happened at his job. He had just had, like, a scolding, a talk to, a write-up, and he was about to walk out of his job and cuss everybody out and break down and cry on the phone. I'm like, and it was like the weirdest.
He was probably raised by a woman, you know, and that's the thing is that unfortunately we tell men to get in touch with their feminine side. It's okay to be emotional, blah blah blah. And the reality is there's no place for emotional men. You know, there really isn't. And women aren't attracted to it. Society doesn't want it. Emotional men end up shooting schools and doing really stupid things. If you look at prison, it's filled with emotional men. Emotional men are the ones that hate women. Emotional men are the guys that act on emotion, right? They're erratic. They behave on how they feel at the moment.
Because women cannot trust men for their long-term security, they then have to, like your mom, you have to do it yourself. You can't trust men because you got to get the bag and make sure you have this insurance policy so when he fucks up, you're going to be okay. And then what that does is that turns you into the man that you wanted to marry, because now you have to take over the conventionally masculine responsibility of provisioning, protection, and parental.
But that's such a struggle. Like, why wouldn't you just raise your kids and allow your husband to be their dad?
They don't have a husband though. That's
they don't, like, either they leave or they push him away or something.
You have a 56%
divorce rate. Get there. What's the stat? Did you get the stats?
Oh shit!
We
have it here. Yeah, we have it. What is it? Oh shit! She scored a point. Those numbers 0.0208%. So yeah, perfect.
Well, I'll invite all of you to my wedding one day. Especially you.
She said less money than I thought. 400K puts the guy in the top 1%ish.
Like top 5%. I never got the top 1%. I think it's 650.
Oh, it's
went up. I hope it's gone up. It's like 600.
Wait, what's the average? What's the average income?
39,000.
I thought it was like 40.
Yeah.
Did you say 39?
39, yeah.
Household income.
No, it's a household, just a single man. The reason why
he's like 39,000. She's like,
you always have to average in Little
For
Rock,
what?
Arkansas,
1,000 off for the average
Tulsa.
income.
When you do that, it comes up to about 39. It's not 39 in like Los Angeles, but yeah. So that's why it makes it different. Again, going back to what you said, so like 400,000. That used to be the top 1%, 454,000. Now it's like maybe that's the top 8% or whatever. Being 5'11", I think puts in the top 17% of men as far as how tall they are. And so these things, they just compound, because it's not 17%, it's the top 1% of the 17%. Do you guys understand? That's how you get 0.2%.
And here's the scary part: we haven't even accounted for him being good looking, being charming, being clean. I know that Jenny girl said hygiene, same religion.
And by the way, making $400,000 a year, software engineer, also autistic possibly. Like that's the other thing that you have to deal with. Things disqualify men, and it just gets more and more ridiculous. Whereas if she sleeps with one of the guys who's in that
the ones who are normal already have 12 girlfriends.
Yes, and that's exactly where I was going with. Yes.
And so everybody's chasing the top 1%.
What I will say though is, even though to the people watching and listening right now, that seems like a very small, and it is a very small percentage of the total population. In the zip code that I live in, I have a lot more access to that percentage of people, and I actually do go on dates with men who make
true variable.
$400,000 a
You have
year.
to throw in
Now
the
there are
equation.
things, and then you might wonder, well, why haven't
Yeah.
you decided to sell
Because
stuff?
they cheat. You also live in a zip code where the people cheat more than anywhere else in the United States.
And I also,
which I mean, she's kind of allowed.
I don't know
for
if
that
that's.
little bit.
So that's why
You can't tell me
we're
that
just
people
that
cheat
cheat,
more
because
than
it's so
people in the
unrealistic to
hood.
think anybody who lives anywhere near Mulholland, Bel Air,
What do you
or
mean?
anywhere near the Hollywood Hills is just
They have more
not
options.
being just totally inundated by men who have options to cheat. I used to go to the Playboy Mansion all the time. And
What do
I'd
you
go
mean?
there,
People
and
who live in the
it
hood
was
are
just obvious
stuck
that
with
that was
fucking
going
the
on.
people in the hood.
Except
That don't mean they're
not
not
Rich-
fucking each other.
I know, but I mean, fucking, these dudes can jump on a jet and go fucking anywhere they
Studies have
want.
shown this. Dr. Buss has done some in the GSS survey.
Think
Women
bitches
cheat
don't
because
like
of
money
previous sexual partners.
every
Men cheat
single
because of
place in the
options.
world?
And options, they have to exercise. If you end up marrying
I guess
a
it-
drummer
yeah,
from a huge
I guess
band,
I see what
he
you
may have
mean.
had more sexual
They
options
could just buy
beforehand.
whatever
He's
pussy
gonna have
they
tons of
want.
sexual options during the marriage, and that's why he's gonna cheat. Women don't have.
And
to,
aside from
want
that,
to
even
have
if they
sex.
ain't good with women, if they got
Sex
money,
is
hookers,
manifest.
son.
It just shows up. Ladies, if you wanted to have sex tonight, how hard would it be for you? And ladies,
Yeah, you
if
just
you
gotta
able to have
pull
sex
up in a
tonight,
fucking
Natty,
Rolls
would it
Royce
be
or
able to
some
happen?
shit.
Yeah. You guys need, okay, that's the thing. Men, a lot of men can't cheat. Yeah, a lot of men can't cheat. Like when you are under the age of 30, you have 26% of men that are virgins. You have under the age of 30, you have 63% of men not in relationships.
Did you say
26
26%?
men with 0 sexual partners in the last year.
That's
It's
a
like
quarter
yes,
of.
34% of men
Math,
under
bitch.
the age of 30 with no sexual partners in the
I
last
wonder
year.
why these bros are so good.
So let me see
Well,
if I
this
can
is why
tie
there's
this
so
up.
many
I'm telling you, that's why pornography
Let me
thrives.
see if I can tie this up. Okay, so Nelly, I'm not trying to insult you. I'm gonna see if I can like soften the blow a little bit.
How do you
So-
go up from you'll be single forever?
But here's what I'm saying. I honestly God have sympathy for you because I deal with enough women who are in that exact same position right now. I can't find a guy who is better than me, makes all this, and you just like earlier on, you gave the solution to this just a minute ago, which is you're gonna have to lower your standards or your expectations, or you're gonna have to do what?
Self-improve.
Self-improve. How much self-improvement do you have left to do to get that guy that's at the status that we just did the stats for?
Well,
so do you think that lowering your standards is the only option that's left for you?
Well, I'll say this. So for myself personally, because it's a personal question, I moved to Los Angeles in February. I was in Miami before. I was very focused on filming the TV show, getting a visa because I'm Canadian, getting my degree because that was important to me, because then I knew I could sit at a table like this and say that, and I could hold my own a little bit more one day. And so for me, those things were important. So I've only really been.
Man, I wonder if I can call while this
for a
shit's
few
going.
months now. And I feel that within a year, I will be able to find that. And self-improvement, I could probably lose 5 more pounds, 5 to 10 more pounds.
No.
Well, listen, the thinner the girl, the bigger the rock.
Oh my God!
I'm saying he wants at least something. You don't want to break
Well,
him.
we're not just talking
I'm not trying to promote you shit, so I'm not myself though.
She's tiny.
No, but it's funny.
Good advice.
It's funny.
I'm self-aware. I'm self-aware.
Going back to what he says before, there's a male over-perception and a perception bias. Women tend to like Brad Pitt in Fight Club, but men think that men should look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and women think that other men like Twiggy, when actually they like girls with a little bit more athleticism or curves, like what Fresh is trying to say. We like some athleticism, some
I was gonna say, build a bigger booty, don't lose weight.
Well, I work out like for 2 hours a day already, so I'm doing squats and like I think for me right now, what I can do to get that kind of guy that we talked about is go on as many dates as I possibly can to get to know as many men in that caliber as I can. But
shit.
Well, I don't like to waste people's time, so I'm not gonna give a man a chance if he asks me on a nice date if I don't think off a dating profile that he's my guy. Out of respect to him,
That's gay, so
respect to
that
myself,
they
and
would
respect
let me
to the
call
person
while
I'm
I'm
with.
airplaying
But
this shit.
I will go on entertain as many possible men as I can in early stages of dating to see if I have a connection with any of them. That's what I can do. I also can continue to maintain my appearance, and I know for men, maybe you guys don't realize how much money and time goes into looking a certain way for us women, but it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot more than a first
Nelly,
date.
you have to stay in Los Angeles too?
Well, right now I'm trying to pitch new TV shows, so I'm
Which is
very
way
focused on
stupid.
selling
I just saw a video, Tim Pool commenting on a video about a bitch saying that she deserves bare minimum $200 on a date. And then her justification was all the dumb shit she pays for her, the outrageous prices she pays for her makeup and all the different types of makeup. Like a bitch, like dudes don't, like dudes could give a fuck. Well, like if dudes can tell the difference between $200 makeup and $10 makeup.
Someone had a question and then we'll.
That's like a dude being like, well, I got $20,000 worth
what your
of
last TV
tattoos.
show
Look at me,
was
sleeping,
about and what
sucked
the new
up.
one is that you're pitching.
Bitch, you ain't
So my
paid
last
for
show was
shit,
about
ain't
matchmaking.
nothing for
It was
that.
like selling Sunset, but instead of real estate, it was for matchmakers. So I was one of the lead matchmakers on it.
Yeah, but the main
And we
thing
set
is
people
dudes
up
don't
and
give a fuck.
Follow them on their dating
Can't
experiences,
tell the
cause
difference between her
drama.
fucking
And the show was pushing all
$500
the
trashy
dating
dress
and
or a
matchmaking.
$20 trashy dress.
Alright, so we'll read some of these chats real quick here, and guys, we're reading 15 up, and then we'll close this out because we're in someone else's house.
Damn, it's going back up, son.
We normally do.
So,
yeah, what do you say? Oh yeah, we're staying in the center. Guys, we're gonna he's in Vegas. We're gonna make something happen, but you just couldn't line it up. We couldn't get the studio.
We didn't even know you were coming till the day before.
Hey, listen. If you want to get him and Zerka here at the same time, I just talked to Zerka a couple days ago. Why don't we do that? If they want to debate, Zerka and I, they not get along. Let's move it across from each other. I'll bring 10 girls in here. Let's do a debate in here. I'll do it. And then Rolo will be security with his big fucking arms. Rolo will be security for us.
I'm the only one that can put him in a headlock. That's why.
Zerka and take the
My
simple. Let's do it.
girlfriend loves Zerka.
Okay, Freshest Dog says, ratings from Fresh to ran through Abuela
So there's an old chick. He gave her a 2.
Fake Mo 4,
Fake Mo.
Clown Face 2, which is the girl, the engineer.
I don't know who these names
Wait, are these like ratings
They're
right now?
making us
Oh, no.
So
it's like a dick rating.
Wait,
they
so
upped
which,
already. Clown Face 2,
Who's who though?
which order are you
No,
going
he's
in?
referring to her. She's 3.
Clown
Yeah.
face?
So you call her clown face.
Raspy Daughter, Goat
Because she's a porn star.
3,
Yeah.
Bougie Ho 3, FNF Dodger 3. That was
Oh, that's the Spanish one I was there.
Area 51 Alien 3.
Oh yeah, these bitches on this show ain't ready for
And
this.
Constipated Face 1. Positive Lesbian 3.
No, it's calling her a positive lesbian.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see his ex-girlfriend. That's adorable. Thank you.
Suma says it seems some Americans expect the man to lead, which is a good thing, but this also comes with expectations.
Are you scalping this one?
Yeah, these are scalps. They're like 17 pip scalps.
Latinas more blue pills? Latinas more blue pill?
Latinas would be blue pill.
Latinos. A lot of them are blue pill, bro. But being blue pill is it's a whole worldwide thing, bro.
Okay.
Alright, what else we
This is
got?
our boy Big Mo. He says, "Hi Rolo, hi Mike, hi Myron, hi Fresh. With all these girls giving dog shit advice, I don't they even deserve a small local radio station as a first date. Rolo, you know why I eat spinach and kale."
I do. Kale.
So you can tell these bitches to go to
There
hell.
you go. Hang on. Sorry. Don't.
Abe says, "I know that girl Nat from the 209, trying to freshman fit, less pimpin', more."
Nat from the 209? No, shit.
Nah.
I guess one of the guys knows you.
Less simping, more pimpin'.
Alright, okay.
And that's it for tests.
That's it?
We have Rumble real quick and we're done.
Alright.
So for Rumble, we have
And then, ladies, get your last questions and or thoughts for the show ready, and then we'll close it out.
we have
Or
here,
disagreements you might have had.
Mackie says these women wouldn't tell their son shit. From my experience, mothers eventually choose the sisterhood over their own sons. They don't even know what they're doing. They can't help it. Goddamn. Olu says matchmaker and stripper have way more in common than they think. Laugh my ass off. Only difference is why the meat wallets blown out. And is it matchmaking kind of part of the sex industry? I don't know.
No, that's a madame. I'm not a madame.
He just spent $50 to say.
actually,
Sexy.
My next band.
I know, I like that.
And last one here says, Spectre says, chick with the black flannel making all kinds of faces. Wonder what questions she has for the men.
Black
You.
Black flannel.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back.
You've been called out. I got a face, man. What?
Alright, last thoughts on the show?
Last thoughts, questions, disagreements, last points, whatever it may be.
One thing I had a question for you
Oh, okay.
was.
When I get to, we'll start here and then work our way around. But
Not a question, it's just more of a comment, right?
Yeah,
Anyone
sure.
who wants to give a guy a gift, think about something that they use on the daily basis. Something that when he uses it, he's gonna think of you every time. Like, I know that my would.
What's up, bitch? Why wanna let me skip here? Wow, what garbage. Straight garbage.
What happened with your shit?
That one was over, and I was trying to put on Andrew Tate's shit, but it won't let me skip ahead. They have a 2-hour, like, waiting for the stream to start shit countdown, you know?
Oh, it's live right now or something, so you can't.
No, it's not live right now, I don't think.
What about your fucking Forex shit? It's not on this TV.
Yeah, I tried putting it wouldn't see it got stuck here. It wouldn't put it on here, so I tried putting it on here, and then it wouldn't let me skip ahead. So.
Apple bullshit, Apple shit.
Yeah.
Man, that shit pisses me off, dude. They gotta give it up. They've always had to try to have a grasp on how you do your media.
else.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Hey, check it out. We've got a bunch of whores here. They're all drunk. They're all gonna start sucking dick on command. Watch this shit. Hey, you guys are white. I was kidding. I was white. No. Scared away. Damn. This is the only thing I can do here. I'm the pinpoint. He's just scared away. What the fuck? I thought he's a rapper. No way. Wait, come back. That's all my voice. Is he married? He looks so young.
He has 4 kids.
He has 4 kids? Bro, say swear. There's a reason to leave and get paid. You can get paid and leave. Yo, Azur does too much for you. Hey, what up, yo? This kid don't want this. Don't mind if I do. Okay, let's go back to being. Yo, guys, we can't pimp these bitches, bro. We gotta be respectful. Club walk. Hey, what up, bitches? Yeah. Yo, I don't think he likes you girls. I don't think he wants to come back with you guys. Is this small talk? Fucking dying. Yo, this feels a little. I feel like I'm doing something on here. What? Do what? Don't do it.
Fuck you, bitch. Yes, she's gonna do it.
Do what?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't slow it.
No, play you.
No one's afraid of you, not even my Jewish cameraman.
Did you leave? Oh, we're slept. Did you leave?
Damn. He just left? Damn, bro. My bad. I'm trying to get the horse. No, bro. He's leaving and he got the money with him.
Yeah, for real. Someone was like, someone that I was talking to, the guy got me in contact.
No, Bradley's got kids. Yo, we can't. Don't tell me he's got kids first. What the fuck? I thought you guys were fucked up. I thought he's 21 years old. He looks so young. No.
I wanted to do club walk in your freezer.
No, he don't like the girls. Well, he gave me a viral clip, so I appreciate that. Poor Jack, though. Poor Jack. Poor Jack. Alright, we can rap first. I'll rap. Let me get that shit. Yo, give me my cigarettes. Yo, I'm going viral right now, bro. I feel bad for Jack. He paid for a circa collab. He paid rich for a circa collab. Hey, yo. You know what's great about that clip? Hey, let me tell you guys something, right? Let me tell you guys something. You guys will never be as successful as rich. You're never gonna be able to. What did you say to me? You're not tough. Alright? You're not tough. You look like shit. Yo, get a fucking picture of me with the girls. So Jack, get a soul frame. More vodka. Can you get more drunk? You're drinking? You didn't drink last time, did you? Are you drinking? Okay. We're getting fucked up. Where's the fire? Drinking this. Who's this? Where are my cigarettes? Yo, did Rich leave it? I don't know what to do. Bro, tell them we're trolling. These girls are normal. They're not smart. I feel like they think I'm just trolling. Yeah, all the girls. Hey, look. Let's go. These girls. Wait, there's a white. Yeah, be respectful. Be respectful. Yeah, so that was just the This looks so douchey. So like, what if he thinks we're not losing connection, brother? Let's stay as well.
Check, we'll just see that.
No, please! Ready? Why would you risk it?
I think he's good.
You're not putting all that.
Where is it?
My connection. We laugh. So fix your relationship there. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Why are you backing up with your fucking enemy?
Because you randomly grabbed.
No, I don't think that those people around. For a long.
There's a camera right there, so.
No. I'm done with those things.
Okay.
I already got my notice from your lawyers.
Yeah.
Kidding. Why you pretend like you don't fucking finger yourself? Cat. Alright. What's my most attractive quality? Zero? That's, you know what zero means? Everything. She said.
No, what the fuck?
Pick one thing.
Why do people say I lie?
They know you're attracted to me.
I'm not though.
If we were in the wilderness and clout didn't matter, she would be like, "Ooh, give me dick, circa."
Oh,
If we were in the fucking summer on an island, you think she'd go for Jack?
Yes.
No.
He's hot.
Yes.
He is.
He's hot, no, just kidding. Well, what's my best quality?
I guess you're funny.
I guess. I just do 800 million searches in a
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. You're funny. You're funny. You would be your I think everyone's funny.
Everyone's here because you're funny? I don't think so.
I mean,
So, what would it, like, what would have to happen for you to say to fuck me guys? Nothing gonna happen.
wait. What happens?
Jeez, bro, make me work for it again. What the fuck?
Because it wouldn't happen. No.
Don't mind if I do.
No. Wait, you said what would I do? I said nothing. That's crazy. No. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean it.
I didn't mean it like that.
Trolling it. She didn't mean it like that, yeah. Oh, they were loving it. So yeah, what would have to happen? Give us a scenario where you can say, circa, I'm trying to fall.
There wouldn't be a situation like that.
End of the world, maybe?
No.
Repopulate?
I'd rather be single.
Then repopulate the world? Did you ever get tired of Jack climbing you?
He's taller than me. Why do people say that?
Climbing you.
That's how Jack tries to fuck with you. He grabs one leg. And he starts humping her hip.
Stop.
Sit like a koala. Right into her pussy.
Stop. Oh my god.
I'm killing your face for it. You know we're friends, right? Tell them we're friends. We don't actually. By the way, when the cameras are off, I do not touch you.
He does.
Thank God.
He does. Yes, he does.
That's why the camera's always gotta be on. Unlimited breaking the law harassment. Alright, chat, are you guys having fun? Because I said the circus stream gotta be endless laughs. It's gotta be this energy. Not no fucking action, healing like Jack Doherty. It gotta be circling off hard. We're circling off hard.
chat.
Anybody in the tribe know?
Devil
A spicy pepper.
Devil wears Prada.
Devil wears Prada. She's wearing a Prada bag.
Prada baby.
Spicy. Oh, she's a rebel.
That's literally what I call it, just because this bag is already packed. I just wanted to burn your foot.
I understand.
We need W clippers. Who's a good clipper guy? Clip my TikToks and I mean clip my other streams. I've had so many entertaining streams. Except this one's been pretty lame so far.
Yeah.
But my plans got changed.
What's going on?
Sophisticated. But
Why is there no music playing? Let's get some karaoke. Well, let's hear you
these
sing.
nuts.
What about a meg nut? What you talking about these nuts for? Trying to talk about that
You
nuts?
taste the
Like,
nuts then dog.
no, you can't crack the nut. That's the problem, though.
Like that. Meg nut.
Meg nut. What's up?
Meg nut. I'm the 30
But have you ever seen an EV twerk?
Tell them what Meg Nut stands for.
Make every guy nut.
Again.
Madame, monsieur. You're French? I look French. No,
She's not French.
I'm like heavily Scotch Irish and.
Where'd you get that one from?
It's just a backwood. It's not with the. You wanna hit it still? It's
Yeah.
great.
Oh man, that
I
bitch.
take that shit on real life.
You're smoking like a straight backward. I would package. You didn't do anything to it. I've never in my life. I've seen so many backwoods.
You're so. Let me try it.
Go big, though.
Nah, you're weird.
No, I'm trying to look like a mafia boss.
Let me try.
You might as well smoke black and mild.
Rather smoke this than a vape, you know? A vape make I'm
Mom.
You're not supposed to inhale it, it's a cigar.
Oh, you
You
dumb.
gotta smoke it like a cigar.
That's
Cause
terrible.
you're not used to it, you're used to the vape.
It wasn't that bad. Where's the? I'll go get. What's up?
Oh, I can't watch it.
This makes you spiritual. Smoking this makes you spiritual. I don't think
Because most of your body is a spiritual thing. I think respecting your body is
Cigars.
spiritual.
Cigars, the things. The DG,
That's not a cigar though. That's not chemicals flavoring it.
it's true.
That's not a cigar. If it's pure tobacco.
It's not, yeah, no. Like, it's not a cigar, but it has like the same paper.
It's like a cigarette or whatever.
Yo.
Movie Orca. This is a pop-up that just took me to this. That's crazy, huh?
Hey, movie orca for me?
Damn, again. Fucking movie Orca pop-ups.
Well, I date an 18-year-old sometimes.
He's a therapist now.
Yeah, no, it's like the last couple of girls I had, it's not even a joke. 18, 19, and it's not like I'm hunting. It's like they want to me because I'm so immature, blah, 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 yeah, blah. So the older ones, they're like, oh, this guy makes crazy jokes, but the younger ones, they like racist jokes, the homophobic joke, that, you know, the kind of evil comedy. So I'm always surrounded by immature people.
shit. Yeah, and that dick just got took out. One dick down.
Assisted suicide. Nope. What kind of drink is this, bro? Ain't a drink.
Tree. So how do you buy a house in cash?
I didn't buy it in cash. Can't buy it in cash.
No way you do that.
I didn't buy it in cash.
I mean,
You can't buy this house in cash. They wouldn't even let you do that. What do you mean? I didn't say that.
I'll take the master bedroom.
No, that's mine. He said you can take the master bedroom. That's mine. I'm already in there, bro. I'm already in there. So there's one down the hall you can take.
Well, Steve gets drunk, he'll probably end up sleeping with Ben. So then maybe I could probably take your bed.
Yeah, no,
it's
you can have one of those. It's fine.
That's a big dog bed.
It is a big dog bed.
That's for a dog plus human.
No, it's just for a
dog.
It's for a big dog.
Anyways, Kyle had my bedroom. I think I can find a place to stay.
Crack somewhere?
Yeah, I think I can find it. Got a place in mind.
Yeah? You gotta fucking be kidding me. Bro. What is it? Hey. Yo, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
I need my privacy.
What are you doing? What are you...
Get a little frisky.
Whoa. Bro, no, okay, two things wrong here. Number one, you're in the cage with my dog. That's weird. I don't know why you're in here doing that. No, I don't want to hear it. You're not having sex with my dog. Number two, put out that fucking blunt, bro. Put it out. I already told you First two rules, bro. Put the fucking.
This is Bam's house. That's trespassing.
Bro, get the.
No, this is.
Give me this.
This is on the. No, put this on the bracket. No.
Give it to me, fucker.
No.
Bam, come on. Alright, you know it? Yeah, bro. I was trying to give you a fucking pillow. What are you gonna do? No. Get out of there, bro. No, get out of there, please. Motherfucker. Get the fuck out of there. Go there. Go on there. Go on there. Go. Oh. Don't see me. No. Hey. No. No. Oh my god. No. Oh my god, dude. You guys are gonna stay. There's a few rules. Okay. Just a few rules. So I'll write it down. Sit down there. Sit down. Alright, well, yeah. Sit over here. I'll just read some rules. Okay. Alright, so the rules are simple. What? I'm good. I'm good. The rules are simple. Most important, no smoking inside. That's number one. Number two is no smoking outside. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, good. These are the top two rules. It was written here before you sat down. You saw this. Why would you like that right now? What's the loophole? Why would you like that right now?
Content house? You said that we can come into content house. Smoking's going on. That's what I know.
No, it's not. Yeah, but you can do that on.
Damn, that looks like shit.
What is this, YouTube?
Yeah.
It might be like encoding it, or is it actually still streaming?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep.
True. I'm getting tired myself.
All-time grind. See if this dick hits when I wake up.